welcome to the Woodward Heavyweights live on WoodwardSports.com. I'm your boy Eazy, joined by my man Spinmo Rex.
What up, though?
AKA Young Glizzy. I know it's Halloween, AKA my son Bryson's birthday.
Happy birthday, Bryson.
Shout out.
Happy birthday.
Shout out.
We're live on WoodwardSports.com, by the way. But I was considering like taking the day off. Like Jeff's was filling, but he had a car situation go down.
Yeah.
And like this morning, I was telling my son, like, you know, you're 3 today. You're 3. He's like, no, I'm Bryson. So I'm like, he don't even go. I might as well go to work. He don't know what the hell's going on. You don't know what a birthday is.
He's like, no, this is Patrick.
Yeah. I'm gonna hang out with you till you get your shit straight, guy. No, I'm just kidding. I'm joking. We got Young Sus in the TD booth. JB Smooth with the ones and twos. We're rocking along on a Halloween Monday. I want to say things are looking scary for the Lions, but it's been that way.
Yeah.
It's been that way for a minute. For a hot minute.
For a hot minute. It's been real scary.
It is. Things are looking scary for Aubrey Pleasant. You think he's struggling at all? Looking for work after today? If you don't know, the Detroit Lions let go of defensive backs coach Aubrey Pleasant. No longer with the organization. But initial reaction to that one, Spinny?
I think he got scapegoated. I don't think it was even Dan Campbell when they asked him in his presser. They're like, how does this change things? He's like, well, we'll see, brother. I don't really know. I was like, oh, God. I had to turn it off. I couldn't listen to it.
Yeah, you did. Quite literally. But at the same time, too, like, I don't know if he's, like, being vague. No, Dan Campbell's not that type of guy to be
he
vague.
didn't know because there's no accurate response.
Yeah.
How is this going to help going forward? We'll see if we get a new guy in there and let's do him better, brother. It's like, dude, come on.
Obviously, yes, I do believe it's a scapegoat situation. But also, like, at a certain point, like, he said that it was just a difference of philosophies. Like, they weren't on the same page with each other, obviously. And I don't know if it's quite possible that AG and Aubrey Pleasant maybe got into it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, because when things are ugly like this, that stuff seems to happen, you know? We don't know the true scenario or situation, but unfortunately, Aubrey Pleasant is no longer with the Detroit Lions organization.
He's not.
That's a guy who actually interviewed for a defensive coordinator spot. It's actually speculated he was for sure going to get the defensive coordinator position in Minnesota. Mm-hmm. Reported by, you know what? I don't remember who reported it, so I'm not even going to go there. But he'll land on his feet somewhere.
He'll land on his feet somewhere for sure. You saw what he did with Jerry Jacobs last year, what he did with Jeff Okudah this year, how he helped those guys get better. Yeah, Amani fell off and took a step back, but Okudah's been playing at a great level. It definitely feels like a scapegoat situation. It definitely feels like something that I don't know what that changes. I don't know what firing the defensive backs coach changes when you don't have good defensive backs.
Damn, Tyreek is a bad man. Tyreek Hill is really...
Yeah, you're going up against Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. You're like, all right, now's the time to fire him. Feels like a scapegoat situation to me for sure.
Yeah, and I know that Jalen Ramsey credited him a lot and often for like helping him out with his development. Although Jalen was a dog with Jacksonville before he even ended up in LA. But Aubrey Pleasant no longer with the organization. JB, how you feel about that one? Scapegoat?
Well, everyone's calling him the sacrificial lion right now, so that's basically what it is. I mean, they had to let go of somebody, so he's just a fall guy right now.
Do you feel like it's one of those scenarios where like the black guy dies first in the movie? Like, why it gotta be Aubrey Pleasant? No.
I mean, it is Halloween, so you know. Just saying.
Hey, LL Cool J, he broke that stigma.
Did he?
Yeah. He survived in Deep Blue Sea.
That's true.
He's alive. He survived that shark.
He is like cool enough to be the one guy.
Yeah.
To break that stigma. Yeah.
LL Cool J's the man.
I'll never forget. I don't know which movie it was. It's one of the Halloween movies, I think. And like Busta Rhymes is like just doing karate against Jason, or like Michael Myers.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I remember being
Squared
a kid,
up
like,
with it.
I was like, oh okay.
He starts running a fade with Jason.
Snoop Dogg ain't dying first either.
Yeah, no.
Which one was Snoop Dogg in?
I'm just saying in general.
Oh yeah, for sure. No, man, it's definitely a scapegoat situation. Who knows though? You know, he is the defensive backs coach. That is the portion of this defense that's getting like got by everybody.
Yes.
By everybody. I mean, outside of maybe Dak Prescott and maybe a Carson Wentz, but everybody's getting. I'm trying to use like proper vocabulary. I'm not trying to get like in trouble here. We're getting creamed. Cream pie.
Ooh.
I'm sorry.
Cream pie is definitely not the
See, I can't help myself.
Yeah.
I can't help myself. What up, though, Sus?
I was asking, so both of you are saying that it kind of had to be done. Why do you feel like it had to be done? I mean, I get that the Lions are underperforming, but why is Dan Campbell, Aaron Glenn, Ben Johnson given reins this year for the whole year? Pretty much, it seems like it'd be shocking if any of those three are gone, but why is something like a DB coach being fired?
I don't think it had to be done. I think it was a scapegoat. I think it was a joke. They're trying to push some things back, and he's not responsible for our struggles. Like I said, look what he did with Jerry Jacobs last year.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Look at what he did with Jeff Okudah this year. It makes no sense to me why you fire a defensive backs coach now.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying, like, why is it happening? Because why is Aubrey Pleasant not getting that same great
the grace?
Yeah, grace.
That's why I guess I came up with like my opinion of the matter is like I think that like when things got ugly between him and AG, I think actually Dan Campbell said like in the presser at a certain point like there's this difference of like philosophy or we're on the same page. I think is the words that he used. When things get ugly, like those situations happen. And we know Aubrey Pleasant, quite literally from last year's a fiery guy. The situation they had with Jeff Okudah, game one, screaming at this man on the bench. So I'm assuming a scenario like that possibly went down. Because obviously it's quite possible he's a scapegoat. Maybe for like the fans or maybe even for Sheila. Just so Sheila, hey, we're trying to shuffle things around here. We're trying to get something to work. But I truly believe just him saying that they weren't on the same page and knowing they were given the grace by Sheila, it had to be like a conflict between the two. Yeah, in my opinion. And I could be wrong. I don't know for sure. But just like you said, it makes sense to me, right?
It makes sense.
It makes sense. That would be something I would expect. I haven't heard anything from that fact. Everybody speaks highly of him. Dan Campbell spoke highly of him at the press conference today after saying he's letting him go.
Yeah.
Saying he's a hell of a coach. He's a great guy. He has a lot of respect for the man.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I said, I can't. It doesn't make sense to me. Yeah, the defensive backs have struggled this year, but you saw the progression of players in the past 2 years to step up and make plays in that defensive backfield. So I'm not sure. I can't give you a good reason why he would be.
I'm gonna try. It's tough though because you do go back to last year, and I mean there were moments right that they weren't getting slaughtered the way we're seeing it this year. And this year, I guess you could arguably say that. Well, no, not the injuries. I was gonna say arguably like better in the back end, but they're not. I had a hiccup there. I apologize.
Kirby Joseph performed very well in this last game. He had 6 total tackles. He obviously had the forced fumble. That is his second in as many games.
Yeah.
He took great strides from his first performance to what we're seeing on the field now. Again, we know what Jerry Jacobs did last year, coming as undrafted rookie.
Yeah.
Coming in there and having success, playing at a high level.
See, but I don't want to necessarily credit him for Jerry Jacobs and Jeff Okudah just because like Aaron Glenn's an actual former defensive back himself.
So what does the defensive back coach do then?
Well, no, I'm saying like you fire the defensive back, but I'm saying I'm not trying to credit him for like the resurgence of like Jeff Okudah or the emergence of a Jerry Jacobs.
Jerry Jacobs went on Twitter today and posted saying that Aubrey Pleasant.
So let's go solo real quick.
Aubrey Pleasant changed his whole perception of how to play football. A ton of different things, how to do them, where to play, what position to be in, how to make play. He gave him a lot of credit on Twitter today after him being fired. So I don't know. Yeah, does Aaron Glenn deserve credit for it? Yes, obviously. But I think you also have to give the defensive back coach credit for defensive back's performance. Like, what's he going to do with A.J. Parker?
Yeah.
A.J. Parker versus Tyreek Hill.
Yeah.
It's not a matchup you're going to win very often.
Yeah, man, that's kind of been like my defense of like Aaron Glenn. Defend the Glenn! That's why I'm wearing my superhero cape. No one can say the Lions, I'm sorry. No, it's always been my defense of Aaron Glenn, like, throughout the fire AG process. You know what I'm saying? That whole campaign is like, what do you want this guy to do? He's cooking with like chicken shit right now. Even if like the guys, there are other teams that are young as well, but we have like the undrafted free agent route, like majority throughout this roster. And so, I mean, guys starting to fill in now, right? Jerry Jacobs is back now. Josh Pascal is back now. And we obviously saw that after a bye week, though, against the Dallas Cowboys. But the Miami Dolphins, you guys got your one punt. I mean, we're going to dive deeper into the game and what went down with that, too, because I don't even have answers for some of this stuff, and not that I'm supposed to. You know what I'm saying? I just sit here and I talk about it. If I had answers, I'd probably be a head coach making millions of dollars. But it's not the case. You know, Dan Campbell doesn't have the answer. I mean, they need a hero, bro.
They do need a hero.
They need a real life hero.
They really do. It's tough. Again, I feel like that was a scapegoat option. If you're giving Dan Campbell and Aaron Glenn this leash of they don't have the talent yet, we'll see where this goes. When you have to give the same to the position coaches. They're working with the same talent.
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense to me at all. If you can justify bringing those guys back for their performances, and you just went up against the best receiver tandem in the NFL with A.J. Parker out there.
Yeah.
What did you expect to happen?
Lions Detroit 3-5 in the Woodward Sports chat asked if we had to fire someone, who else would it have been? I thought that to myself today too. I was thinking maybe Todd Walsh, the defensive line coach. Obviously, we're failing to get some pressure. We have a guy who was the number 2 overall pick. Everyone looked at him as the most like pro ready, and not to say he's having like a terrible season in terms of like sacks, but we just we've seen some inconsistencies, and we saw the change in him going to that 2-point stance last week against the Cowboys, and we saw like some productivity out of it. But in that same like scenario, he was going against a rookie tackle, you know what I'm saying, the Dallas Cowboys too. So it was a hard measure for me, but again, we saw something because he was going against rookie tackles against Seattle too, and he wasn't getting nothing done. But that'd be one name maybe I'd throw out there. Outside of that, no, I really don't. I mean, do you have any other names that you
No, I can't.
should have been fired?
If your owner comes out the week before and backs the leadership, backs the coaches, says that this is something that's going to take some time, you're saying you need patience, and then you go out there and fire one of them after a performance against, like I said, 2 of the, if not the best receiver tandem in the NFL.
Yeah,
it's tough.
Yeah, I'm like.
Do you think one of these other guys would have made it to where A.J. Parker isn't getting burnt down the field by Tyreek Hill? I don't think so, personally. I don't think that's something a change in coach fixes. I don't think a change in coach helps A.J. Parker and Amani Omowarie immediately somehow be able to guard Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. I don't think that's what happens.
You're 100% correct. I mean, Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle, respectively, 2 top 5 receivers in terms of yards in the league this year.
Yep.
Heading into the game, Waddle was number 4. Tyreek was 1, and it's for a reason. I mean, they're pretty damn fast.
Yes.
You know, one of the things
fast people look not fast.
Seriously though, especially Tyreek, man, he dude's a dog. I mean, his nickname's a cheetah. I guess I had one comment I wanted to say to that too is like, because obviously you guys know I'm the residential Tua Tagovailoa hater alongside my guy Flannel Sam when he is in house. But
he was here today.
I think part of the reasons, congratulations to him getting married too, but part of the reasons like Tua was able to be so quick out of the damn release, he gets rid of that ball so damn quick. I was like talking to Malcolm about it and like, yeah, because he got the fastest receivers in the entire freaking league. But if you're tired of wearing Lions gear, but you still want to look fresh, it was a good place to go, Spinny.
It's Big Frog, obviously. You can go to Big Frog and get a free Woodward Sports t-shirt. That's right, a free Woodward Sports t-shirt all month long at Big Frog in Novi. Just stop in, tell them we sent you, and they will print you out one on the spot. So go to Big Frog Novi today and get your free t-shirt, or visit them online at bigfrog.com/Novi.
3 NBA championships. Detroit fans were there. 11 Stanley Cups. Detroit fans were there. 4 World Series wins. Detroit fans were there. And that one Lions playoff win in 1991. Yeah, Detroit fans were there. Woodward Sports, where the fans are.
For a limited time only. All new burgers and loaded fries at Big Boy. It's not a Slim Jim, it's the Big Jim. The chili cheese is such a tease. Guess what else is new? The bacon blue. How about upgrading those fries? Chili cheese fries, baked potato fries, nacho fries. What will it be? Satisfy those taste buds at Big Boy.
My name is Lee. I've lost 35 pounds on the Custom Health Center program. So the 3 biggest benefits that I've gotten from this program has been I'm not snoring anymore, I have a lot of energy, it's great, and oh, by the way, look at this. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding.
Call us at 844-789-THIN or visit customhealthcenters.com for a free consultation and get started for as little as $5 a day.
Make sure you download the Woodward Sports app in the App Store and the Google Play Store today. Take Woodward Sports with you wherever you go and listen live on your phone or mobile device.
Win front row tickets to see Detroit versus Green Bay. Easily. All you have to do is impersonate Detroit Lions head coach Dan Campbell. Post that video onto Instagram and or Twitter. Use the hashtag Woodward Front Row, and we will select 3 winners to give each a pair of tickets to Detroit versus Green Bay. The winner will be announced on November 4th. Make sure you guys head over and do that if you haven't already. I mean, if you like me like you say you do, you invite me, but take the heavyweights too. I want to see these things. What up, though? Welcome back to the Woodward Heavyweights live on the WoodwardSports.com. I'm your boy Easy, joined by my man Spinmo Rex.
What up, though?
Yeah, Young Sus to the TV booth. JP Smooth, the 1s and 2s, we're rocking along, and I'm on a Halloween Monday. Things looking spooky around here, man. Kind of, sort of not. Did you see Jake Paul and Anderson Silva this weekend?
No, I didn't. I was pretty lit up that night.
Yeah. Michigan versus Michigan State.
Versus Michigan State.
Were you drinking like feelings, emotions?
Yeah. No,
Yes.
I knew it was going to happen. I didn't,
Yeah.
I expected it to be worse than it was.
Yeah. I was want to try to talk you guys off the ledge a little bit there, you know? It was a spooky Sunday. Obviously, Detroit Lions lost at home. Pistons beat the Warriors. That was dope. But let's continue talking Detroit Lions for a little bit, and then I actually want to get your opinion on the Michigan State stuff. But obviously, talked about like, who we would fire or who would you question to fire in that scenario. Detroit Lions versus Miami Dolphins. Again, Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle gonna kill any DBs.
Yes.
They have the entire season.
Yes.
Top 5 receivers, both of them. But I guess who's to blame for like the actual loss to you? Because like I couldn't point out any one person. I couldn't point out Jared Goff like I did last week. I couldn't single-handedly point out the defense. I mean, you could, right? They did let them score a lot, but at the same time, like your offense, 0 points.
0 points.
3 straight games. With 0 points in the second half.
Yeah.
1-score game. This was too.
That's what it is. I'm looking at Ben Johnson. I am. I'm looking at Ben Johnson. His lack of halftime adjustments. His lack of offensive creativity in the second half of these games. Like you said, the Bill Belichick one, you couldn't score at all. So that's Bill Belichick took Jared Goff out of that game. But this game, you had things working. The offense was humming. You were putting up points. And then the second half, it completely fell apart. So I'm looking at Ben Johnson, and where are the adjustments at halftime? Where are the things that you did well in the first half? Why did you not continue to do those things? Why did you look away from T.J. Hockenson after he has 3 catches for 80 yards? DeAndre Swift, only 5 carries for 6 yards. I understand he's probably on a pitch count, but still the entire team only had 82 yards rushing. I'm looking at Ben Johnson and his lack of improvement from half to half. It looks bad when you have a great offensive performance in the first half of a game, and then you go out there and get blanked by not doing the same things, not expecting the defense to change and doing some things differently to try to produce better results. They went away from T.J. Hockenson. They were taking a deep shot to Josh Reynolds on 4th and 2, which I don't mind the play call of taking a shot because you're going to have single coverage. It's probably going to be there if he can win a route. But a shot for Josh Reynolds, that probably wouldn't be my call.
Yeah.
So I think if you're going to blame one person, it should be Ben Johnson.
Yeah, it's crazy too because like I've been defending both these coordinators. The one guy like I want to make like clear that I'm not defending is Dan Campbell. I've been in the camp and realization that like it's pretty much the coordinators, illustrating the entire game plan. I believe so, constructing I should say, and we've seen some promise out of them. I know like defensively they're limited in terms of like talent, but it's had some performances, always not the best in the secondary especially, so I think that's one of the reasons you see Aubrey Pleasant get fired. But yeah, Ben Johnson, I just couldn't defend him in that second half. There was obviously, and I have the 3 possessions they had in the second half, only 3 by the way.
Yeah.
I'll double check on that one because it sounds crazy even just saying it, but First one in third quarter, you have 5 plays, negative 2 yards. Negative 2 yards, why, you ask? 2 false starts. First one, Penei Sewell. Second one, Taylor Decker. From then, obviously, you're shooting yourself in the foot at that point. You punt the football. Second possession, 5 plays, 1 yard. 3 minutes and 6 seconds of time possession. You punt. Oh, by the way, another false start in that one. Penei Sewell didn't give you a false start, no, but just did lose some yardage on a sack on Jared Goff. The only sack of the game for the Miami Dolphins. By a Michigan native, if I'm not mistaken, too. Then obviously you had the third possession where we had the turnover on downs. Obviously, the false starts, I can't directly pinpoint that one to Ben Johnson. And again, you're up against it either way, right? When you're starting like first and 25, I think it was at a certain point.
Yeah.
But the play calling then after, I guess, I know one was 2 runs to DeAndre Swift. You know what I'm saying? And by the way, too, I know I bash Jared Goff all the time. Dude was slanging a little bit.
He played a good game. He was making some impressive throws.
He actually stepped up in the pocket, slung that thing for 42 yards to Josh Reynolds, if I'm not mistaken. You could maybe pinpoint Josh Reynolds. He technically had 2 drop touchdowns.
Yeah.
He had the one right before the half where they had to eventually kick the field goal. And then, the one on the 4th and 2 as well. Do you think Ben Johnson, well, yeah, you do. You're throwing. I'm throwing shade at him, too, though. On the 4th down play, usually, especially with Jared Goff specifically, he always has, those safety blankets type of guys. And I noticed that, DeAndre Swift was in there, but as an extra blocker. I'm trying to calm down because I don't want to scream and do a whole Stephen A thing, but your offensive lines kept Jared Goff clean for majority of the game, by themselves. You have your one receiving back in the game on a 4th down in the 4th quarter in a 1-score game, and he's in pass protection. I get he's not 100%, but he had 5 catches yesterday, 1 for a touchdown. I get he may have been more of a decoy than he was an actual in there to go to war, but the game on the line.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think Ben Johnson does deserve some bashing this week. And Ricky Bobby, you do owe me $1,000 because you said they weren't going to score more than 17 points for the rest of the season. Okay, I'm putting that out there too, Ricky. I'll give you my Cash App. I'll give you my PayPal. I'll put it in the comments. Yeah, don't think I forgot. That's $1,000. You want to put 5 on it, but I ain't got 5 to put on it. I might now though, thanks to your extra $1,000. But Ben Johnson, he's not unscathed in this one. How disappointed are you? Are you concerned? Do you still hold that high standard for him, or I guess because we were calling them geniuses before, we were talking about we may lose them within 2 years. You still feel like that?
I'd say a little pulled back from that, but I still hold him in high regard. I think he can do that. Obviously, this is his first year as an offensive coordinator, so it's going to take some time. He's learning on the job, but you need to make more adjustments at halftime. You need to put your team in better situations. They need to be prepared coming out of the half to not have false starts, to not have drive-killing penalties at the start of the game. Like you said, they did only have 3 drives in the second half. 1 for negative 2 yards, 1 for 1 yard, and then that last one, 10 plays for 53 yards.
Yeah.
So the game plan needs to be different from half to half. It's not going to work. You can't just go out there and do the same thing and expect the same results, because good teams, good coaches, good NFL franchises make adjustments at halftime.
Yeah.
They take away what you're doing well, what you have done in the first half, and that isn't something the Lions did. And the Lions did not make adjustments of what the Dolphins threw at them in the second half. So,
and I'm not leaving the defense fully blame free either. You know what I'm saying? Obviously you let up 31 points into again a team that's very capable of putting up that 31 points. I'm not discounting, and I know I clown too all the time. I mean, the dude is mid in terms of skill set, but 3 things actually I could say that he's for sure good at. He's good at getting the ball out of there. He's good at executing their offense, which Mike McDaniel, I mean, he's one of the head coaches that actually call their offensive plays. Dude's he says he sees the offensive game just different, even when he's watching football. And you see the creativity even when he had the backup's backup in. He can make stuff work, but Tua's good at getting the ball out of his hands, and he can run. Those are 2 things that we saw yesterday too. Even moments we had the 1 sack on him, which is good and impressive because again, I think I remember the first couple of weeks it was Jared Goff that had the quickest release time in the NFL, but I gotta assume it's Tua Tagovailoa at this point.
Yes.
Like that ball was just out of there, quick as hell, and like he has the fastest receivers, to make that possible. But I guess defense you have to beat up a little bit too. But
for sure. Sure.
AJ Parker,
yeah,
Amani Oruwariye.
I can't put much on the defense because I didn't expect the defense to go out there and shut down Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle and Tua Tagovailoa and that Miami offense. I didn't. The defense is severely lacking talent. I expected the offense to go out there and be able to move the ball and score points, and that's what they did in the first half, and that's what they couldn't do in the second half. So.
Yeah, and I saw a couple comments. Actually, Adam and I got in our Woodward Sports chat about the Jeff Okudah stuff. Guys, there were plays with Jeff Okudah guard Tyreek Hill, and guess what happened? The ball went to Jalen Waddle. And Braylon, hopped into the chat and was like, "I told you guys. Wide receiver duos. That's a thing in the NFL. Like you want that for a reason." And he named a few to be exact. And you're like, yeah. I guess it does make sense because Jeff Okudah did have his turns at guarding both Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill. But what happened is he went the other way.
Ball, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think specifically on, I believe it was either the first or the second Jalen Waddle touchdown was one of them where he had Tyreek and then he had the bracket coverage with him, and then Waddle just ran across, and AJ Parker was in the practice squad, guys. Like. That's why I feel bad for Aubrey Pleasant, and that's another reason why I think it's just more of like they got into it. Because again, Campbell said they weren't on the same page, but you got to score something, man, that second half.
You do.
Like 0 points, 3 games in a row, which means like they're making adjustments. And this game obviously could point to like you shooting yourself in the foot with the offensive penalties, but like 3 games in a row, I don't know if that's just a coincidence at that point.
It is not.
You know what I'm saying? And I hate to say that you've gotten figured out. And there was actually a point in this season before we even started like judging Ben Johnson harshly where you and I were painting the picture to beat the Cowboys. We said, bring back the creativity. Let's start seeing some more wide receivers out of that backfield. And he did that with Cleve Raymond. That was a thing with Amon-Ra St. Brown as well. But I feel like we're not seeing that stuff anymore. The Miami Dolphins had a touchdown on us where they had that is the guy's like first career touchdown, whatever the hell that running back's name was, but he's just running along on the motion and then boom, gets the ball snapped to him. Like, I just want some creativity, a little bit, especially in these third down plays. There's just with 3 plays, bro. There's just not much to go off.
3 straight games,
and the penalties along with them
is too much. Like you said, it's not a coincidence at that time. Teams are figuring you out mid-game, and they're making adjustments to shut it off. And you're not making enough adjustments to counteract that. You're not making enough adjustments to go out there, do something different, and continue to put up points.
Yeah. I could use some SMA, Spinny.
Yeah, you could. We all could.
Being a Detroit Lions fan.
Lions fans definitely need the SMA, and luckily, we got the hookup for you. SMA, or the Sports Marketing Agency, helps spread awareness about mental health and substance abuse. Their new podcast, This is the S Word, helps fight the stigma about seeking help. If you or someone you know is struggling, head to thesportsma.com to get the help you deserve. We are the Woodward Heavyweights. We'll be right back.
Woodward Sports is giving you another chance to sit front row, this time at the Detroit versus Green Bay game. Think you have the best Dan Campbell impression?
Woodward Sports, let's go.
Can you say man with the best of them?
I got it. Here's what I need, man. I need you to trust me. I swear to God, I'm not a lunatic. I swear to you.
Can you say, let's go for it on 4th down?
Man, I got a plan, I swear to you. All I think about is you guys. That's all I think about, man.
Are you a master motivator?
That's all I think about is you guys.
Show us in a video. Record your best Dan Campbell impression and post the video on Twitter or Instagram using hashtag #WoodwardFrontRow. We'll select the best 3 impersonations of Motor City Dan Campbell and send you and a guest front row. So knock the dust off the old sweatpants, light some kneecaps, and enter today. And as always, go Lions, man.
I just need you to trust me. That's all. Please.
I don't care if I got 1 toe, 2 butt cheeks, and a rock.
Introducing the Planet Fitness Guide to getting that post-workout glow. Step 1, what's your why? More epic energy, better sleep, blow off steam? Step 2, join Planet Fitness for just $10 a month and get moving in our clean and spacious clubs. Step 3, bask in that post-workout glow. Join Planet Fitness today for just $10 a month.
Join today at any of the 50-plus Detroit area locations.
Get a shot up. This is for the win. All All of Detroit's sports teams live on Woodward. All of Detroit's sports coverage lives on Woodward Sports. Driving the best in Detroit sports coverage.
The Foaling Warehouse is the home of the original football bowling pin game called Foaling. Multiple different ways you can play. They've got $12 open unlimited play as well as private lane reservation for $120. If you get thirsty, they have multiple fully loaded bars for you to choose from and a $2 mystery beer vending machine. So make sure you go check them out in person in Hamtramck or visit them online at foalingwarehouse.com.
What up, though? Welcome back to Woodward Heavyweights live on WoodwardSports.com. I'm your boy Easy, joined by my man Spin More Rex.
What up, though?
Got Young Sus in the team.
I'm the Wiener.
JP Smooth in the ones and twos. We're rocking along on a miserable Monday. They're not miserable anymore, actually. I expect that out of the Detroit Lions.
Yeah, it just hurts now.
Your Monday actually might be a little bit more miserable than mine.
Yeah.
As a Spartan dog alone.
Yes.
I got it.
It's not really. Like I said, I expected that.
Yeah.
I expected worse than that.
Last year I learned something as a Spartan fan, I should say. I mean, I root for both teams, if I'm being quite honest with you. I just lean towards the Spartans, especially when it's ahead of, you know what I'm saying, when they're going against each other. I'm rooting for Michigan if it's outside of us, unless your fans are like super obnoxious that like particular year. But
like every year.
Yeah, you're not wrong. But I lost 60 followers last year after State beat Michigan. Mm-hmm. This year, I lost some more. Because after the game, dudes was brawling, Spinny.
They were brawling.
And like there's just two sides, like the morality clause, like where people. I hate the internet so much, man. I really do. Do you want to start with the video? Do you want to start with your takeaway from it?
We can start with the video. And then I'll give my takeaway.
We'll get this video.
Let's do the one of the jumping, I should say. Which I honestly don't feel fully comfortable even saying. To me, like if you're getting jumped,
can't do that.
Yes, no. This is by all means like inexcusable. You're not supposed to be. No,
cannot do that.
No kicking, especially.
Cannot put your hands on another player like that.
Yeah, that's like,
you cannot do that.
Against the rules. Not allowed to do that. Quite literally illegal. Like the charges may be brought upon these players, but the same sentiments, Benny. What are you doing, bro? We got Young Sus. You're an expert of the ops. All right,
I am.
If you spun the block and you caught the ops, are you running to him, Sus? Are you running to the group of ops?
No, not at all. See, what happened is Michigan State got the drop on the ops, but what happened is really U of M themselves. Like they gave up the drop. Like they just presented themselves. Here's the drop if you want us.
Thankfully, I see in the Woodward Sports chat, Troy said, "Did any serious injuries become of this?" No, there were not any.
No.
Thankfully, there were not any serious injuries. But yeah, Spartan players cannot behave like that. We talked about it on BDE today, and you know, you understand. It's a rivalry game. You already hate the team. You just got your ass whooped. He's up there. He's probably talking crap, but you cannot allow the actions of another person force you to result to violence like that. You can't do it. Period. Flat out. And the Spartans and MSU went out there and they suspended the players involved, 4 of them so far. They're launching a whole investigation, so there will be a lot more to come from this, but 4 players were suspended already indefinitely. Yeah. And it's a bad look for the team. It's a bad look for the school, and it's not something that you can let happen. But I also agree that celebrate on the field with your team.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can't react that way. Yeah,
you cannot react that way.
Yeah, 100%. Like I'm not defending the actions of the Michigan State football players. I'm just like merely pointing out like what are we doing? What did you think was going to happen? Yeah. Like I saw Cool Khalil on Twitter. He quote tweeted my reaction to it because my thing was, and this is before the second video, by the way. The second video, absolutely inexcusable. Yeah. There's nothing you could say about that one. You do not swing your helmet at another human being, especially if they're not wearing a helmet. Mm-hmm. That's just, you can kill somebody. Mm-hmm. Quite literally kill somebody. It's one of the reasons I think differently of Myles Garrett with the whole situation between him and Mason Rudolph. But if sometimes though, just in general, if you're going out and you're looking for trouble, you just might find it. All right, there's that meme that's been going around for the past couple of weeks. They had it when Draymond, knocked out Jordan Poole, another Michigan State guy beating the shit out of another Michigan guy. But like when you F around, you just might find out. You don't put yourself in those situations. When Crew retweeted that, he's like, "Oh, I talk trash to like my other teams all the time." Yeah, we all did. We didn't go in there single-handedly. Like, you never did that because you're not a dumbass. You know what I'm saying? You're not stupid enough to do that. If you were, guess what probably happened? You probably got. You probably got your ass beat. Like, it's just, what do you expect to happen in that scenario? Now, that's still inexcusable. You don't do those things. But let's stop, like, playing like this is like somebody like died from this incident. Like somebody got stabbed or like severely injured. Like, that's where I'm at with this. Like, that didn't happen. Now, the second video, if you do want to play it, it is gross. I don't like it. I
deleted the second video. We just had the...
Yeah, it was a bad angle of it. Everybody's seen the second video. The guy swinging his helmet.
Yeah.
Terrible.
And I don't care if your excuse is, he was swinging at his chest, he was swinging it at his back. You don't swing your helmet. You don't. That is a weapon. Like, you're using a weapon at that point. Like, you can murder somebody, whether it's on purpose and or accident. Like, that's no. That is absolutely inexcusable. That was disgusting. But I just want to, like, stop pretending, because if everyone's first initial reaction, this is gross, blah 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 blah. Like, I just want to stop pretending like someone died. That's all. That's all I wanted. And also stop pretending like you knew the whole story too. Like, there's some guy like coming at me on Twitter like, he was just headed to the locker room. What? He's skipping to the line. You think he's just like, see you guys, have a safe ride home, thanks for coming? No. He went. If you're looking for trouble, you just might find it. It's just plain and simple. For anybody that's on the opposing side of that, you just might end up learning that lesson the hard way. I'm trying to let you know now before you end up in a situation like that. Don't. As I said, if you spin the block for the ops, you find the ops, you don't go to them.
Yeah.
You spin the block for protection. You spin the block to make sure they're not there. You don't run into the group.
Or to get the drop on them.
You don't. You just don't. I actually had two former players of Mel Tucker at the pro level I had conversations with, and they actually both were kind of like not bashing him, but like in some form he has to be held like responsible too.
Oh, for sure.
Because like certain programs, and I get today's generation a little bit different too, but you wouldn't dare do that. Like, there's just a certain level of respect that you have for your coach, and that you know, like you were saying, you'd be reprimanded for even thinking about doing stuff like that, and that would have happened. But because Tuck comes from the NFL, that pro level, to where like guys are grown and they're kind of like responsible for themselves outside of your facilities or outside of like your direct control, like. But you can't do that at the college level because these are kids. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Especially nowadays, these are kids becoming like millionaires like right away. And obviously we know how like the athletes generally work. They don't always come from like the best scenarios. They don't always have the best judgment calls on top of just being kids. You know what I'm saying? They come from like situations or realities that like are a lot different than, you know, some of the people judging them online without knowing the full story. But Mel Tucker is a bad look on him as well.
It is. Yeah, it's a bad look on him. It's a bad look on the team, and it's a bad look on the school as a whole. And like you said, yeah, it's not a good idea to go there and like you said, you could say, you know, nobody knows what was said or what happened before that, but like you said, I guarantee he wasn't saying, great game, guys, have a good. He was probably talking as he rightfully can, because they went out there and whooped Michigan State's ass, so he has the right to do that. What you don't have the right to do is put your hands on somebody.
You don't. You absolutely don't. I will say this, though. And Spinny, you might hate this, but I told you guys, like, I'll root for Michigan when I play Michigan State. I do have a photo of Paul Bunyan I sent you in the graphics.
I don't want to see this.
Well, you're going to have to, bro. I got to show respect for this one for sure. Open your eyes, Spinny.
Is it with the turnover buffs on?
Look at Paul Bunyan. I don't want to say him buffed out with the big face buffies. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he's in a good home, right? Still in state. It's not that bad. Plus, you saw it coming.
Still in state. It's in state regardless. It's not like it goes anywhere else, you asshole.
This year it's in Wisconsin.
Yeah. I'm just trying to cheer you up. JB, you're a big college football guy. Am I guess, because I was getting killed on Twitter for like that take. Am I wrong? Like, is McBurrow still kind of a bit of a dumbass for putting himself in that situation?
No, you're not wrong. I believe we're all in the same, idea of what happened. Like, we don't know exactly what took place right before the helmet started swinging and everyone started ganging up on the one guy headed back to the locker room. But at the same time, you gotta sit here and be like, where was security at this whole entire time? I saw a video with them just standing on the sidelines. How come no one was separating these two teams when they were headed to the locker room? But once again, if you know Michigan State is headed to their locker room emotional after this loss, why are you, picking your need to go to the tunnel as well with them to once again talk smack, even though you rightfully can, you won, but leave that for on the field. After that, just let them go their separate ways, the locker room, and then call it a day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you said that actually, like when we spoke on Saturday. You're like, bro, go celebrate with your team.
Yeah, celebrate with your team on the field.
I think literally Hallbar. I think that it was a rule too. Like they weren't even supposed to be in the tunnel or near the tunnel because like that was like how we're gonna let them go, and then we're gonna celebrate. Obviously, that's what you want to do anyway, and then we'll make our way to the tunnel. It was a bonehead move. What up, though, Sus? You had your hand raised.
Yeah, I think we need to be a little bit harder on. I understand that the Michigan player shouldn't have done what he did, but I think we need to be a little bit harder on the Michigan State side of it because that is just an absolutely unacceptable and dumb move. Because like Eazy said, some of these kids are not from the greatest situation, and you're in an ability to change that generationally some cases even. And on top of that, you're now not only just doing a boneheaded move that looks bad, that hurts your draft stock, you could be potentially, especially with the person swinging with the helmet, you could be facing potential repercussions in jail or prison, and that changes your life drastically. Those are things like assault is a felony. That's something that is stupid.
We said it multiple times. There are no excuses. What they did was wrong. It was a stupid move, and no matter what someone says to you or it skips up to you and says to you, you have no right to put your hands on somebody.
It's so funny he skipped up like la la la. But all right, real quick before we go to break, I just want to say this. I'm a guy who I don't always want to involve police in certain situations, but especially like non-violent situations. And the guy, and I don't even know, like, to me, when someone's getting jumped, it's like a surprise, like, oh, we jumped you, we snuck you, like all that type of stuff like that. It's not like somebody runs into the group. I guess, you know what I'm saying, when you hear those jump stories. But the helmet situation, someone's life could have been at risk. And I'm not, like, that one, if that kid gets charged, I don't have any sympathy for him.
The parents and family of the player who was hit by the helmet said they are pressing charges.
Yeah,
they plan to press charges.
I have no sympathy for like that. That's just, come on, control yourself. But Spenny, tell us about Lady Jane's.
Yeah. Lady Jane's, you can come to Lady Jane's for an award-winning experience and register for a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to win a down payment for your dream home, up to $200,000. Lady Jane's, open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime, no appointment necessary, because at Lady Jane's, it's wicked awesome.
We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side.
Lemieux and McCarty, who've had a good knockdown drag up. There they go, right on the whistle. They were talking to one another.
Woodward Sports.
The sports marketing agency would not be who we are without great community partners like Higuera Health and Carol Zuniga.
It's an awesome opportunity to partner with your organization. Higuera Health is a comprehensive behavioral health organization. We serve children through older adults with mental health, substance use, and developmental disabilities across Western Wayne counties, and really excited to now be in downriver communities as well. Give us a call at 734-458-4601.
You don't have to go to the beach, man. You don't have to get your butt crack full of sand. You just need a little chili peppers, man, to get that glowing beach chili peppers tan. Woo!
With 26 locations in the Metro Detroit area and more coming, Chili Peppers Tanning is where you'll find the cleanest salons in the D. Join the Pepper Club for the best deals on unlimited tanning. Head to chilipepperstanning.com.
You just need a little chili peppers, man.
The only sports network in Detroit that starts with a W. You know, because we win. Woodward Sports, Detroit's winning sports network.
Looking to buy or sell your home? Whether you're a player or a fan, helping you buy, sell, or invest is Michael Phillips' top priority. Being in the game for 23 years makes Mike the number one option for anyone. If you have real estate needs, call Michael Phillips at 313-403-0011. That's 313-403-0011. Michael Phillips, game on.
What up, though? Welcome back to the Woodward Heavyweights live on WoodwardSports.com. I'm your boy Easy, joined by my man Spin Rex.
What up, though?
We got Young Sus in the T booth, JB Smooth with the 1s and 2s, rocking along on a miserable Monday, mates. Couple comments in Woodward Sports Chat I want to get to before we jump on to this next topic. Epic in the Woodward Sports Chat says the messed up part is the lack of discipline. And to be honest with you, Spinny, if this sounds messed up, I apologize for it to anyone listening. But that's where I'm at too. Like for Mel Tucker. Get this. If you guys had as much respect for you as you'd hope for, that's not happening.
Yeah.
Like maybe the jumping scenario, I'm saying the guy's getting pushed down and the kicking. I don't like you wearing cleats. You don't kick people when you're wearing cleats. But you've been in football piles, so what's happening? You're getting kicked, your eyes getting gouged, your balls getting grabbed, like anything. You know what I'm saying? Like that happens in the football piles. The helmet is where it's like if you had any respect for yourself and or your coach and program, you're not doing that stuff.
Yeah, you don't do that.
That's where I'm at. Is the lack of discipline. Like, and like I get someone else in the Woodward Sports Chat. One more comment I want to get to. I apologize. AC was like, sometimes when you talk that ish, you get gotten or somewhere along those lines, which is true because you don't know who you're talking to always. But that doesn't mean there's not consequences that come like afterward.
And it's different from talking ish to someone on the street or in the club that you don't know. And talking ish in a collegiate professional setting because that's what they get paid to play sports now, so they're professionals. Talking ish in a professional setting, it can't happen. It cannot happen.
It's not the streets. And also you got to think about it from Michigan State's perspective. It's one dude and it's a whole football team of 50 people. Like those Michigan State players are not in any danger at all. To the guy, granted, he's doing something that we all deem unsportsmanlike and wrong, but none of those players are in any danger whatsoever. So to even jump them with the group, let alone add the helmet hit to it, is just really wrong.
Yeah, and they're two separate scenarios. And that's the other part too is like we don't have the full like story, you know what I'm saying, of like how McBurrows like ended up in their group, if he was the first one to initiate contact, you know what I'm saying, or like how close in people's faces he was getting on his skip to the locker room. Like we don't have that like information. And I believe in one of the videos, like one of the gentlemen, the Michigan State guys, was like did he trip or did he push me or something like that. And at that point, like the security guard was grabbing him and he grabbed the other guy too, or police officer actually. That's a part too. There were guys in there like when that was going on. I'm talking about security for Michigan and a police officer as well, and they were kind of like watching it like go down before like taking action, you know. And at that point too, like Michigan State players had pushed him like out of their pile. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like they were all like, oh, get that fuck out of here, you know what I'm saying? Actually, I think that's verbatim what one of them said in the video, you know. But I digress. Speaking of college football, Detroit Lions need some of them guys. All right, maybe not the POS ones. Maybe if they're good enough, I don't know. You know, POS guys can win some championships at the NFL level. But I put out a poll, so I've seen this graphic or not. I was curious on College Saturday, and Spence, you and I actually had this discussion in one of our group chats. But as Detroit Lions,
who's won?
Yeah, Lions fans, you can only choose one, and no one followed the rules. But no, honestly, if you're a Detroit Lions fan, what is like ideal for you in terms of like this year's upcoming draft? You have Will Anderson, the guy who could easily go number one as a defensive end, edge rusher, and grab like a Will Levis with your other top 15 pick with the Rams. Or you could take that number one or number two pick and just go straight for Bryce Young or the C.J. Stroud too. But you can only choose one. No one did.
Dude. First of all, let me just say, Mike G, you are a menace. You are a menace in the Woodward Sports Chat. He's been going at it all day. Love Mike G.
Mike G's a man.
If Will Anderson and Levis obviously wouldn't be a bad choice, but I just think Bryce Young or C.J. Stroud, they're special, man. They're special players, and I would go after one of them. I would go after. Oh man, it's tough to choose between the two, because obviously Bryce Young's 5'2", and C.J. Stroud.
Let these short kings be.
C.J. Stroud can throw the ball, man. He can throw the skin off the pig. Like he goes out there, he makes some very impressive throws. He has a very strong arm. He can move the ball all over the field, do a lot of different things. This isn't the Ohio State quarterback of yesteryear. You know, this isn't the Terrell Pryor or Braxton Miller guys that go out there and are just athletic freaks, and they're running this, spread offense, a lot of West Coast style stuff with Urban Meyer. Ryan Day runs a more pro style offense, and you need a good pocket passer in that, and that's what C.J. Stroud has been. So it's tough. It's tough. I do like the connection of bringing back, the Jamison Williams, Bryce Young connection. I like that. I think that plays a huge role. You see that happening everywhere now. Obviously not working out in Vegas with Derek Carr and Devontae Adams, but you see it working out very well with Tua and Waddle.
Yeah.
With Burrow and Chase. If we can get Bryce and
Murray and Brown before Brown got hurt, they got going for
Murray and Brown. You can get Bryce and J-Mo. I wouldn't say no to that. I wouldn't say no to that at all. Although I do love Will Anderson, and I have been preaching Will Anderson heavy, I just think the drop-off between C.J. Stroud and Bryce Young to Will Levis is huge. It is huge.
Yeah, I think with Jared Goff, you have time, I guess, with the Will Levis, though. You know what I'm saying? Because, you're stuck paying that $20 million regardless.
You can come tomorrow.
Whoa.
Only pay $10 million. Well, not tomorrow, but
the
end of the year, only got to pay $10 million.
It's tough for me. I see both sides for sure, but Will Anderson and Levis probably would make the most sense, I guess, because you do have the time to develop a Levis somewhat between the season. If Goff starts going downhill, if he looks good, he's automatically a trade asset, and that works with either one of these options, obviously. But with Levis, you could ease him into a little bit. Bryce Young, your fans probably want to see that one a little bit quicker. But the Bryce Young scenario for me, Spinny, I can just see the 30 for 30 now. All right, I could just see him.
Calm yourself.
Let me do this. All right, let me get this real quick. All right, because just the 30 for 30. Maybe it's T. Foss talking they hated Dan Campbell. First Dan Campbell comes to the city, they love the guy. They're slowly turning on him. They didn't like him. And they drafted Jamison Williams. They didn't get to see this kid all year. People are calling him a bust. Matter of fact, they just benched him for the rest of the year so he come back fully healthy the next year. And they drafted this kid, Bryce Young. The music hits. They're playing Bryce Young highlights of Jamison Williams, and that's just the connection, and it's it. And I'm just sold on it, man. So, some of these scenarios, you could paint the picture for yourself. It's just too good to be true. Stevie Wiseman and with the Red Wings, I'm saying I got paint the 30 for 30 for that one too. Some of these things
could.
Yeah,
very
for sure. And
the return of Hockey Town.
Yeah, obviously you're dealing with this organization. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if they're for sure getting a 30 for 30 unless it's
not rip my flag, man. You keep jerking it around.
Do you want this flag?
I wouldn't be too mad. But it's still a nice flag.
No, for me, it's Young too. Just because this as well with C.J. Stroud, and I think Brandon was making this argument in the group chat the other day, is you've seen him with guys all around him, and not that Bryce Young doesn't.
Hey yo.
Yeah. Is the meme with the girl on the couch. Anyway. No, but you've seen C.J. Stroud, the receiving core that he had last year with Njigba, he had Jamison Williams with them at one point too. But Wilson, Olave, dogs.
Yeah.
Those guys are going to make you look good. I mean, I'm a Tua Tagovailoa hater. I'll come out and say it outright. I've never shied away from it. Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle make him look good. They make him look better than he is. You can't deny it, but I think there's a little bit of that going on with C.J. Stroud at Ohio State, where I've seen scenarios and situations with Bryce Young where that Alabama team had to lean on him to get the dub. And I'm talking about the scenario specifically in Tennessee and the scenario specifically in Texas where he didn't have. I mean, obviously they have athletes on that defensive side of the ball, but they weren't performing up to par like you would see with the Ohio State Buckeyes and them shutting guys out and being as dominant as they are in a weaker conference of the Big Ten, where Bryce Young kind of had to shoulder their efforts to win the game, carry the load, if you will. You've seen Bryce Young do it, both extending plays in the pocket and or running when he need to or making a big time throw. And I get that he's smaller, but he's bigger than Kyler Murray. All right, I'm not comparing him to Kyler Murray. He's 6 foot.
Yeah.
Kyler Murray's 5'10". Russ is the same height as him. We've seen Russ win a Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
And you got the connection too. You know what I'm saying? Him and Jamison Williams. I mean, which one of these guys you want, JB?
If I could, I'd go with the first option, Will Anderson, but I would switch out Will Levis with Hendon Hooker. I just prefer him a little bit better.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
I like Hendon Hooker, but he's 25. That's the only thing I don't like about him.
Yeah, that's the only issue.
He's too old.
He just for me too, who's the receiver? Because he is a dog-ass receiver too.
Yeah.
What's his name? Light-skinned dude?
I can't remember his name.
Do you know his name?
No, I do not. I can look it up though.
That kid is nice. I think he's number 11 for Tennessee. That kid's nice, and I watch like Hendon Hooker, and I see him like have those like just mid-ass throws, bro. Like where it's just like that one was even like 20 yards down the field, and you kind of like just pooped it there. I don't know what's going on there. I know I put this in the Woodward Sports chat as a poll. Bryce Young taking the lead, 53 to 37 with Will Anderson and Levis. I will agree, and I have to admit that like the Will Anderson and Levis situation, like that's probably I feel like would make the most sense because you're building out your roster at that point.
Yeah,
I'm saying you're grabbing another elite edge rusher to put alongside Aiden Hutchinson and Josh Pascal if he pans out too, and like and obviously defense is a concern and need for us.
It's true. It definitely, Bryce doesn't have the weapons that he had last year. He had Jamison Williams and John Mechie last year. Alabama of a couple years ago when they had Henry Ruggs, Devontae Smith, Jalen Waddle, all in the same receiving room like that. That's pretty insane. And Bryce Young does have a couple. Once Jackson Smith and Jigba comes back, he'll have probably the best wide receiver tandem in NCAA with Jackson Smith and Jigba and Marvin Harrison Jr., who Marvin Harrison Jr. looks like the best receiver in college football.
Yeah, we've seen Bryce with different cast of characters, and he's made it work every time.
He has. So it definitely relies on that, but he's also 5'2".
For sure. A lot of guys, a lot of people know me from when I was podcasting in the basement, and they ask me, because, now we're here at Woodward Sports and the actual network, and they're like, how'd you do it? I use performance PEDs, all right? Performance enhancing drink. All right, it's called Citron. It's the official energy drink of the Detroit Red Wings. And right now you can try their limited 6-pack sampler box at citronworld.com/Red Wings, where they got the OG, the cranberry, and the sugar-free if you're trying to drop some LBs. Just make sure you visit the website. Again, that's citronworld.com/Red Wings. Let's go, Red Wings. Get energized with Citron.
Woodward Sports is giving you another chance to sit front row, this time at the Detroit versus Green Bay game. Think you have the best Dan Campbell impression?
Woodward Sports, let's go.
Can you say man with the best of them?
I got it. Here's what I need, man. I need you to trust me. I swear to God, I'm not a lunatic. I swear to you.
Can you say, let's go for it on 4th down?
Man, I got a plan, I swear to you. All I think about is you guys. That's all I think about, man.
Are you a master motivator?
That's all I think about is you guys.
Show us in a video. Record your best Dan Campbell impression and post the video on Twitter or Instagram using hashtag #WoodwardFrontRow. We'll select the best 3 impersonations of Motor City Dan Campbell and send you and a guest as front row. So knock the dust off the old sweatpants, light some kneecaps, and enter today. And as always, go Lions, man.
I just need you to trust me. That's all. Please.
I don't care if I got 1 toe, 2 butt cheeks, and a rock.
Hi, I'm John from Better Rate Mortgage, and to me, family is more than blood. That's why I have the biggest family in Metro Detroit. If you're looking to buy a house or refinance and need a loan, come get treated better than family by me and our entire team here at Better Rate Mortgage. We pride ourselves on giving you better advice, better service, and a better loan experience. That's why we are Better Rate. If you're looking for a new mortgage, come get treated like family. Actually, better with Better Rate Mortgage. Visit us at mybetterrate.com or call at 248-480-4467 today.
3 NBA championships. Detroit fans were there. 11 Stanley Cups. Detroit fans were there. 4 World Series wins. Detroit fans were there. And that one Lions playoff win in 1991? Yeah, Detroit fans were there. Woodward Sports, where the fans are.
Get your customized approach to weight loss. Think of all the ways that weight affects your health, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and physically. Custom Health Centers is blessed to have over 20,000 success stories. It has been our honor to help many professional athletes lose weight and improve their health. People like Detroit Lion Eddie Murray and Detroit Pistons Rick Mahorn. Start losing weight today. Call Dr. Johnson and Custom Health at 844-789-THIN. Once again, that's 844-789-THIN.
What up, though? Welcome back to the Woodward Heavyweights live on WoodwardSports.com. I'm your boy Eazy, joined by my man Spin More Racks.
What up, though?
We got Young Sus in the TD booth, JB Smooth in the 1s and 2s. And we're having a little bit of a discussion beforehand. You can only choose one. CJ Stroud, Will Anderson, Levis, or Bryce Young. I just want to touch on that a little bit before we move on. Because the Will Anderson thing, though, too. Like, but can you pay? Am I being a fan if I'm like, oh, I'll paint the 30 for 30? Can you paint a 30 for 30 with the Will Anderson and Levis? Or
no, but you can't paint a 30 for 30 with Bryce and J-Mo either unless they do something.
Oh, they can paint the 30 for 30.
The Lions win a Super Bowl regardless.
With the Lions, because it's been 60 years since they did anything.
Yeah. No, you definitely can't paint anything with the Lions. You're 100% correct.
You're just getting way too excited. You got it on your back right now. It's seeping into your pores.
What excites you more, though? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Bryce Young would be exciting.
Yeah.
Bryce Young, and that would tell me that they're moving on from Goff, which I would be happy about.
For sure.
Very happy about. But it's not up to me. I don't get paid to make those decisions. I would, if I am a top 3 pick, or you're saying if they're at number 1, I'm taking Bryce Young.
Wow. That's I'm only saying wow because just last week you were on the Will Anderson train.
I am on. I still love Will Anderson, but we need a quarterback bad, and I think you can get I think Aiden Hutchinson is your Will Anderson. He can be your guy. That will be that stud.
I can be your Huckleberry fan.
I can be your hero, baby. But they'll still have hopefully another top 15 pick if the Rams keep being the Rams. Go get Bryce Young, even though he's 5'2".
I want to find the commenter in the Woodward Sports chat because I do want to give them credit. And I apologize for it, but Talulia Tungalovoa, Talahala Hilahema.
Oh, to his brother?
Yeah.
Tia Tungalovoa.
Tia Tungalovoa. Someone asked what I think about him. What do we think about him? I'm not going to lie to you. I like that kid.
He looks pretty good.
I like him.
He's got a good arm. He's scrappy.
Yeah. And he
tore up MSU, which doesn't say much, but.
Dude, he put up a fight against Michigan, too.
Yeah, he did.
Like Maryland, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's. I always feel bad for like states and fans of like teams outside of like teams that matter. Because like even as like Michigan State fans like you and I, we're on like the fringe of teams that matter.
Yeah.
Like if you're rooting for Maryland, bro, like what have you been doing in your life? Why are you
like Northwestern fans?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. And I guess maybe we sound silly as like Lions fans saying that.
Yes, we definitely do.
But
we're also Red Wings fans and Pistons fans. So
yeah, that's true. But
get some of that.
Like
but
Tungaloa to carry Maryland to like that close of a victory to Michigan against a pretty damn good defense. Like I think that kid's got it. I like that kid a lot. I wouldn't be. Is he coming out this year though?
I don't know, but I don't want to take a quarterback unless we're taking him in the top 5.
And I know comments from Twitter on the poll that I made. People were commenting about Quinn Ewers. I like that kid too. He's not coming out this year. I don't think he's not eligible until the following year. And let's be real about it. People's jobs are on the line in this scenario with Brad Holmes and Dan Campbell. They're drafting that quarterback next year, faux show. Because even if it doesn't work out in that first initial year, they bought themselves some time because like they then have the excuse of we got a rookie quarterback. Yeah. We got to develop him.
I don't think you can go wrong either way with Bryce Young or CJ Stroud. Honestly, I think they'll both be very good quarterbacks in the NFL.
Is there any one of those scenarios where we'd be like pissed?
No.
Me either.
No.
I really wouldn't be tripping.
They take Will Anderson, I'm cool. I'm cool with it. Because Will Anderson is probably the best prospect coming out.
Yeah, and I know I dismissed JB's Hendon Hooker.
I do. I'm dismissing it.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely dismiss.
Sorry.
But if they like go defense, right? So they go Will Anderson, and then that 15th overall pick, they grab like another defensive piece, and you're like, what the golf staying here, blah, blah. And they grab like Hendon Hooker, like 3rd, 4th.
Or Richardson from Florida, even though he can't throw the ball.
Is that guy from Penn State coming out this year?
We're not drafting a quarterback from Penn State.
No.
We're not doing that.
Well, I'm just saying, like, if they grab like a Hendon Hooker, like a 3rd or 4th, like I wouldn't
be mad at that either. Yeah. You got to get a quarterback for sure.
Because then that way, maybe you are holding out for a, the guy next year. Whoever
Caleb Williams or
Ewers or I like Caleb Williams.
Caleb Williams is a dog.
I like that kid a lot. Tungaloa would be nice, like
JJ McCarthy.
Actually, would that piss you off if they did it up like? Because obviously, round 1 is day 1, and then round 2 is like the following day. Would you be pissed if it was like straight defense in the first round? Yeah.
No, I mean not really. No, Yeah. It's hard for me to think about. Yes, I think I would. No, I would. Yeah, I really would. No, I can say yes. Yeah, I would be pissed. I think you need to get a quarterback. I really do. I don't think you can wait another year. Because you get a quarterback this year, you can cut Jared Goff and save $20 million.
Yeah.
Like $20 million. You can go out and sign Joey's man crush, Gardner Minshew, and have him start the first couple games until the guy's ready.
Yeah.
Maybe you can lure Ryan Fitzpatrick away from Jeff Bezos' clutches.
No, you're not.
And have him start a couple games before your rookie. But that's what I'm saying. You'll have the financial fortitude, the financial flexibility to go out and get a veteran to play a couple games until Bryce Young, CJ Stroud, et cetera, would be ready to play the game. So, yeah, I'd be upset if they didn't get a quarterback. Because I think it's... I don't want to say it's our biggest need, but for the future, for this franchise, it is.
Yeah, I mean, we've been over, I think every single Super Bowl, if I'm not mistaken, and I could be wrong in this, but no quarterback has taken, more than, 12% of the cap space for a franchise when they've won the Super Bowl. And, that's, again, certain things just aren't coincidences. And football is a team sport. When you're not paying your quarterback 15% of your cap space, guess what you can afford more of? The team.
The team.
The team. You know what I'm saying?
The scheme.
Shoo, fam. What's the other one?
The dream.
Teamwork, dreamwork.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
You forgot that?
I did forget that, yeah.
How?
I got that.
I do remember. Milk question mark. That one always inspired me on the school walls.
Got milk?
What?
Yeah, got milk.
It's not. You don't even remember that one.
Hey,
you know what I do remember? Milk question. It's literally 2 words. It's not just milk.
Oh yeah, you just forgot the question mark. I got milk.
It's got milk.
Dummy.
Not just milk.
Stupid.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, big time.
You know what, sus? I hope they heard that.
They probably did.
Chill, bro.
Fired. What's a highlighter?
Don't assault my home.
So wait, are we just dismissing the idea of trying to lure Lamar Jackson over here with those picks? Or?
Yes. 100%.
100%?
Yeah.
I can't say that I wouldn't like Lamar Jackson. You know what I'm saying? I can't say I wouldn't want Lamar Jackson. Obviously, you're doing some things to get that guy within this franchise. I watched that Thursday night football game, and there's certain quarterbacks, Tua, who are what's Jim Harbaugh say? You're born on third base. You know what I'm saying? It's easy when you're born on third base. Some guys are just getting great teams. Jared Goff in LA, they're getting great scenarios. And there's certain quarterbacks, Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, and it's going to sound crazy putting his name in there.
Don't say Peyton Manning.
What do you mean?
Peyton Manning had great teams.
No, whoa. No. I think you're sadly mistaken. Peyton Manning had a rough first 2 years.
First 2 years.
He was still a good. Peyton Manning. Don't disrespect Peyton Manning.
Peyton Manning set the NFL record in interceptions his first year until he had a good team.
Yeah, Peyton Manning's the human. It's your first year. You're gonna be bad your first year,
and then he
record setting.
Look at
Mac Jones, born on third. My point is, Spencer. Mac Jones, yes, born
his
on third
offense,
base.
No. His
Mac
defense,
Jones,
the defense.
Bill Belichick?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Tony Dungy's pretty
You
good
saw
too.
Zappy Zane go freaking 2-0.
Peyton Manning had a lot of help.
You will stop disrespecting.
Look it up. Look how many All-Stars and Pro Bowlers the guy
You'll
played
stop
with.
disrespecting Peyton Manning right
Especially
now.
Denver. He was literally gifted a Super Bowl.
Peyton Manning right now.
He literally was gifted a Super Bowl.
I'm a wizard for Halloween. That's what this cape is. Shut the fuck up.
He was literally gifted a Super Bowl in Denver.
All right, whatever.
He fell into a super team
You
and was
stop
throwing
disrespecting that man.
40-yard wounded ducks. That's what Peyton's ball looked like when it was going down the field.
Like that duck's mouth. Did I send you guys that video? There was a video I saw of a horse kicking a duck, and its beak was all twisted.
Yeah, that was Peyton Manning ball, dude. In Denver, was gifted a Super Bowl.
All right.
Also, he had way more All-Pros on offense than Tom Brady did until he went to Tampa.
So, did you guys see that horse? Yeah. My hair looks like a coconut
You guys see that video I sent you?
Did you see it? It's hilarious.
No, my whole point is Lamar Jackson, he's not one of those guys that's born on third base. I watched that Thursday night game last week, and he orchestrated that comeback, especially that touchdown when they went up 24-16. Because, he missed likely the play before, grabbed him, and was like, look, get your shit straight. Went back, got the touchdown, and ended up being kind of sealing the fight.
I King Horse in the Woodward Sports chat said Peyton Manning won his last Super Bowl with half his neck.
That's the GOAT shit.
It's because he
I'm not talking about Denver
teams,
Peyton Manning, but I'm just talking about guys who can orchestrate a drive. You know what I'm saying?
understand.
Call audibles. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. I think Lamar has that in him. He's more than just a running quarterback. He's an actual quarterback.
Yeah.
So I want to be mad at Lamar. But tell us about Guardian Alarm.
Guardian Alarm keeps you safe and gives you peace of mind whether you're at home or on the road. With their 24/7 local monitoring, they make sure the important things to you stay safe. All you have to do is call 1-800-STAY-OUT.
Stay out.
That's 1-800-STAY-OUT right now and let them know Woodward Sports sent you. We are the Woodward Heavyweights. We'll be right back.
Make sure you download the Woodward Sports app in the App Store and the Google Play Store today. Take Woodward Sports with you wherever you go and listen live on your phone or mobile device.
Introducing the Planet Fitness Guide to getting that post-workout glow. Step 1. What's your why? More epic energy? Better sleep? Blow off steam? Step 2. Join Planet Fitness for just $10 a month and get moving in our clean and spacious clubs. Step 3. Bask in that post-workout glow. Join Planet Fitness today for just $10 a month.
Join today at any of the 50-plus Detroit area locations.
It's a great day to get some Centron in your life. Okay. There it is. Centron, here we go. Gotta grab the cranberry. Oh wait, it's 2 for $4. Gotta double up with the classic as well. Centron World, baby. Centron, available at select Kroger's, and if you wanna know how, go to @CentronWorld.com. You get dope like me. You know what? Why wait? Great taste, guaranteed.
Make sure you're listening to Woodward Sports all day long. Start your morning with the Morning Woodward Show. Spend middays with Big D Energy. Watch and listen your drive home with the bottom line. And don't forget about Woodward Bets Daily. All live, all right here on the Woodward Sports Network.
Win front row tickets to Detroit versus Green Bay. To enter, record a video of yourself impersonating Dan Campbell.
See?
Very easy.
Now you sound like that dude with
Red
the mustache.
Wing Boot Company. I was getting
the dude with the mustache, the gray hair.
I don't know. Post your impersonation on Twitter or Instagram. This is awful. This is terrible. Impersonate Dan Campbell way better than I do. Post it on Instagram and or Twitter. Use the hashtag Woodward Front Row for your opportunity to win front row tickets to Detroit versus Green Bay. The winners will be announced on November 4th, and we are choosing 3 and giving each of them a pair of tickets, front row tickets, again, to Detroit versus Green Bay.
I gotta find this guy's name.
I was trying. What up, though? Welcome back to Woodward Heavyweights live on WoodwardSports.com. I was trying to download the Dan Campbell accent because I feel like I can get it because he goes Pascal. So if you said Pascal, continue the conversation like that. And I just think we got opportunity, man.
Sam Elliott.
Pascal.
Sam Elliott.
No one knows who that is.
Yeah, a lot of people do. This guy.
Oh, actually, somebody actually did know. Clown Sauce.
Yeah, Clown Sauce. Sam Elliott.
Figures. His idol. Probably has a poster up. I'm just kidding.
No, that guy's good. That guy's a good actor.
Well, let me see him actually. I wasn't looking.
That's close to it.
Name a movie or something he's in?
I don't know.
All right.
He's I think he's. Have you ever seen The Ranch? It's like.
Yeah.
He's the dad.
That
He's
guy.
the dad in The Ranch.
He's that. Yeah. He's like plays the same person in
He's
every
in
movie.
Family Guy.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
He bangs Lois, doesn't he?
Yeah. Well, no, I think he's
to.
Adam West's dad in Family Guy, or brother or something.
Or Lois is dead.
No. That's Carter.
Oh. Well, it's Halloween, guys. And actually, this kind of segues from the last segment. People wanted Lamar Jackson, talking about bring Lamar Jackson here. And I have to give Suss some credit. He actually kind of helped bring up this one. But speaking of spooky, scary things, a trade went down in the NFC North today. The Chicago Bears lost Roquan Smith for a second and a fifth. if I'm not mistaken, to the Baltimore Ravens. But that then landed them this potential. Well, no, it is actually the opportunity they're going to have coming into next year. The 2023 draft picks. They have one first round, which is their own. Second round, that's their own. The Ravens second now. They're third. They're fourth. The Eagles fourth. Fifth, and the seventh. But plus $100 million in salary cap space. $100 million. See? I told you me and South Polo Audible. You were like, oh, right. Is that spooky?
That's spooky.
$100 million? Because like people always think strictly just free agents. I know that when I say this stuff too, I'm talking about clearing the cap space. People are like, there's no one to sign this year. No one to sign this year. No, that cap space also works for like when you make a trade.
Yes.
Oh, by the way, you have all that draft capital. There's a tall dude. There's a walk past.
There's a tall dude.
Holy hell!
I should fight him.
No, you couldn't even fight Owen.
That's true.
But nonetheless,
I think I could fight him.
That's like acquiring like talents and trades too. Like,
that is a lot of money.
$100 million in cap space.
What do we have? 20?
Yeah,
I think we have $19 million in
17,
cap space.
I think.
Jesus Christ. That is tough. That is tough to go with all of those picks. They still got Eddie Jackson. Justin Fields is playing pretty well.
He's picking up.
Playing pretty well these past couple games.
Yeah.
Their running back combination is playing very well.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, that sucks, dude.
Yeah. It sucks even
more. The Bears
more.
are going to be good.
That's what. Yeah. That's why it's a spooky thing. I know it's Halloween. I hate the Bears. All right, I'm hashtag fuck the Bears every day of the month. I hate the Bears. All right, it slips
3 in like 2 minutes.
Dude, come on, it happens. All right, I watch. They can trade Justin Fields too. Like if they say $100 million, they can grab Lamar if they really wanted. Trade Justin Fields for like more than I'm saying like. It's more irritating because they're already better than us, bro. And that wasn't supposed to be the case.
Yes.
They're supposed to be worse than us this year.
They were.
They're supposed to be the team that's, what are we, 1-6 now?
Yeah.
Like that was supposed to be them. They beat the team that blinked us.
Yep.
And now they're heading to the next season with extra picks.
And extra money. A lot of extra money. About $80 million.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's what's scary is because Neil and everybody at this network has preached what's Lions fans' biggest selling point right now is that cap flexibility, that $90 million in 2024. Well, Bears got more quicker.
Yeah.
Like that's scary.
Yeah. And by the way, like 2024, it's not going to be $90 million. I hate to break it to you guys. Signing's going to happen next year.
Yeah.
Things are going to change. This is not going to be a $94 or $90 million like.
Well, how do the Bears have $100 million?
They do, but I'm just saying, like, especially the way things are going this year for Dan Campbell and Brad Holmes, they're gonna have to make like moves to like win sooner than like it was say the 6 years they laid out. You know what I'm saying? People already want their heads now. It's like they're spending that money next year.
This is scary,
and they're gonna try to win.
I don't like this. Yeah, I really don't like this because are the Bears further ahead in their rebuild than the Lions?
Yes. Yes. Yeah. But that's what I'm saying though too. Like. When I was wearing the cape, and I was, Captain Patience!
Captain Hindsight.
Captain Patience! It wasn't because I was defending Dan Campbell. I think Dan Campbell, you could let him go. I'll move Ben Johnson or somebody else. I've already said that. Don't make a face at me spinning. I've been on record for that. Sus isn't paying attention. You're fine. You can fix your face. Oh, you got it. All right. Nonetheless, I don't even know what the hell I was saying.
You could let him go. Team Patience wasn't for Dan Campbell.
Yeah, it was just for like this thing's going to take some time. Like they have like Justin Fields, right? That's a rookie quarterback. Then you can say, bam, that's your rebuild. Your rebuild started. We haven't hit that point yet. They had their one bad year of their rookie quarterback, and now he's starting. Obviously, you see him make that little trajectory up there.
He's playing well,
and like for him too. Even if he's not a great thrower, like look at Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts is not a great thrower of the football. He's just not.
He dropped a couple times in there last game.
That I saw the one. If it weren't for A.J. Brown, being A.J. Brown, by the way, he got drug tested today after having a 3-touchdown performance. That's hilarious. I love when that stuff happens. That means you're balling out there. But the one he just grabbed right before it touched the ground to keep the hand strength of going down and holding on to the football. AJ Brown's a bad man.
He is.
They got money to grab them at AJ Brown. You know what I'm saying? Like, they got that money, and like they could run that similar style offense. Obviously, you see like these running quarterbacks, they could be an issue sometimes, especially if they remain healthy into the playoffs. Like, you hate to see it.
You hate to see it.
You hate to see
You
it.
really do, because I hate the Bears too.
But in the same conversation, look, you know, we'll get our rookie quarterback.
We'll do something. We'll be the Lions. We'll draft a guy, and it's much nicer when you look at it from that perspective. And you have what was it, 10 draft picks and $100 million?
Yeah,
this year.
Yep. The rebuilds did technically, though, it did start before ours. Like I said, they got their rookie quarterback last year, so like that's why I didn't like the Jared Goff trade.
Yeah.
You guys look at Mike Parsons. You know what I'm saying? Do look good again this week. Could have got Sewell and Micah Parsons, and had another bad year, and then get, you know what I'm saying?
Still would have been bad. Yeah.
Yeah, but you're starting your rebuild sooner. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's where I'm at with it. That's my takeaway.
But there was.
What
quarterback would you have drafted last year?
Well, see, that's the thing. You still don't necessarily have to draft a quarterback, like, you know what I'm saying, last year.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, let's be real about it. Yeah, NFL didn't really think there was a quarterback to be drafted last year. So you're getting your quarterback this year more than likely. So you have another bad year. Yeah, I know. Rams helping us out, though.
The Bears, I don't even want to think about it. Put that graphic up there again. I want to count it out.
Oh, my God. The pain.
It takes 2 seconds.
No, not me doing it. Just the pain of looking at what this team is going to be.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 draft picks and $100 million. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 in the first 4 rounds, dude.
That's the pain.
That's what 5 starters.
You look at what the Jets did. What the Giants did. Although they had 2 like early first round picks, but.
I really can't stomach every team being further along in the process than the Lions. Except for what? The Texans, maybe? Would you rather have long neck Sus as your quarterback or Jared
Absolutely.
Goff?
Actually, the Texans are going to be in a good situation, too, because they had the assets from the Deshaun Watson trade. So as long as they don't, muff that up, they'll be straight. I got a comment in the Woodward Sports chat I want to roast real quick, though, from Bodie Collection. People giving up on Dan Campbell already are a part of the reason why Lions have sucked for decades. Loser culture from fans to the front office. Fam? How? Yeah. Are fans making these hires? They're only reacting to what the hires are doing. How the hell can you blame this on fans? Like, I am like a put into the universe a positive like energy type guy, and like positive things would come back and come back into your life. But like when you're just looking at a pile of shit and you're equating it to a pile of shit, you're just speaking reality at that point. You know what I mean? Like, you're looking at a bad team, you're like, damn, this is a bad team. That's not like being negative, mate. That's like being quite honest.
I want to stop talking about the Bears being better than the Lions, so I'm going to tell you guys about Big Boy. Because at Big Boy, for a limited time only, all new burgers and loaded fries are at the menu. It's not the Slim Jim, it's the Big Jim. The chili cheese is such tease. And guess what else is new? The bacon blue. What about upgrading those fries? They got nacho fries, chili cheese fries, and baked potato fries. So make sure you go satisfy those taste buds at Big Boy.
Woodward Sports is giving you another chance to sit front row. This time at the Detroit versus Green Bay game. Think you have the best Dan Campbell impression?
Woodward Sports, let's go.
Can you say man with the best of them?
I got it. Here's what I need, man. I need you to trust me. I swear to God, I'm not a lunatic. I swear to you.
Can you say, let's go for it on 4th down?
Man, I got a plan, I swear to you. All I think about is you guys. That's all I think about, man.
Are you a master motivator?
That's all I think about is you guys.
Show us in a video. Record your best Dan Campbell impression and post the video on Twitter or Instagram using hashtag Woodward Front Row. We'll select the best 3 impersonations of Motor City Dan Campbell and send you and a guest front row. So knock the dust off the old sweatpants, light some kneecaps, and enter today. And as always, go Lions, man!
I just need you to trust me, that's all. Please.
I don't care if I got one toe, two butt cheeks, and a rock.
Fellas, let's be honest. We like things to be easy. We like simple stuff, like sports 7 days a week. We like things uncomplicated, like Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. Open 10 to 8, 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Sign in, sit down, watch your favorite team play. And before you know it, your hair will be game ready. Open 10 to 8, 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side.
Lemieux and McCarty, who've had a good knockdown drag out. And there they go, right on the whistle. They were talking to one another.
Woodward Sports.
Chili Peppers Tanning is where you'll find the cleanest salons in the D. Spotless, sanitized room with trained and certified tanning professionals. Join the Pepper Club for all the best deals where they beat all competitors by $5.
$5?
$5 easy. Don't forget to pick up Australian Gold, Designer Skin, Caltan, and Swedish Beauty Lotions. ChiliPeppersTanning.com, the hottest bulbs, the hottest deals, the darkest tans, your vitamin D headquarters, 27 locations, and more coming.
Forward down the field. What up, though? Welcome back to Woodward Heavyweights Live on WoodwardSports.com. I'm your boy Easy, joined by my man Spin More Racks.
What up, though?
Yo, Young Sus in the T booth. JB Smooth, the ones and twos, and the tenor. I know we were talking Pistons, but during the break, Sus said the nickname's on its last legs.
Yeah.
I
Says
got
who?
Says me.
Says Sus. What's going on, man? You got?
Nah, it's just it's rookie hazing. Paid my dues. It's time. I'm no longer Young Sus.
You don't get to decide that.
Nah, I've decided it.
You're still Young Sus.
I've decided it.
You realize, like, when we get like prep sheets for like remote broadcast locations, it's like, you know, and this is not necessarily for the show. This is like, this is what so and so's doing. They're like, yo, Easy's doing interviews. Spencer's freaking hanging the lights.
I know.
Young Sus is CD. Like, you're Young Sus. It's your Sus.
I know,
now,
but that's
bro.
changing. That's all I'm saying.
I don't know, bro.
And you don't get to decide that. You don't decide your own nickname.
That's actually true too.
Yeah.
You think you decide
I'm
your
not
own
deciding
nickname?
my own nickname. I'm just deciding that it's changing. That's all.
Try and put it
Carry
down.
on.
All right. I'll tell you what. We'll make it a Woodward Sports chat. We'll make it a Woodward Sports poll.
I'm always be Young Sus to the people in the chat, and I love that. Shout out the chat.
It's your branding now, man. Might as well run with it.
Yeah, that is your brand.
Sell T-shirts.
He didn't like that one.
He did not like that. It's your brand, mate. Listen, we gave you an out on the nickname, like,
that is true.
Against
like a week
against
into
Cheese
it.
Nips, a week into it. And you were talking. You said, you know, what I'm saying, I'm gonna dog walk you. I'm gonna do all this. When it come down to it, you're like, for my brand, man, I just really can't get my ass kicked out there.
Yeah,
like
so
that.
your brand is now Sus.
Oh, you're Sus.
For a little bit.
Don't come to school tomorrow. I'm just
Yeah.
Don't come to school
Dude's
tomorrow.
giving vibes over there, man.
Hey, yo. All right, I'll tell some positive news.
Detroit. He told HR on us. D-Mac's gonna come in tomorrow.
Speaking of shooters, Detroit Pistons beat the Golden State Warriors last night.
Good Lord, dude.
The extension clip. The extendo clip. Bojan Bogdanovic got an extension himself as well.
Yes.
A 2-year extension. I guess first and foremost, let me give you reactions to the Pistons beating the Warriors. That was a little bit more hype to talk about.
Yeah, it was fun.
Speaking of shooters,
it was a fun game to watch. We saw 4 of their starters had over 20 points for the first time in a long time. Sadiq with 28, Bogey with 21. Beef Stew, 24 points, 10 of 11 from the stripe. And Cade he was 1 assist away from triple-double. He finished with 23, 9, and 10. So you like to see that. You like to see the offense humming. That man, King Horse. That man,
that was a good one.
That man, Beef Stew, put on a great show. He was around making plays on the offensive side of the ball, getting to the line, drawing fouls, knocking down his free throws. You like to see that. You like to see Cade Cunningham getting even more comfortable as the season's going on. He's kind of taken over that mid-range shot. He's been shooting a lot of elbow jumpers in these past couple games, and he's been knocking them
magician,
down.
gold badge, make it happen.
It was fun to watch. it was fun to see the Pistons go out there and knock off the defending NBA champions, although they were down Klay Thompson and Andre Iguodala.
Let's be real though. Like, what is Andre? What is he really contributing in the past? Like,
Yeah, not a lot.
yeah. And honestly, no disrespect to Klay, I love Klay. Sorry, I had like a hiccup thing go there. I'm Klay. But what's he been doing? He ain't
Clay's
been doing much lately either.
Clay's still Klay.
This one chip.
He was out last game too. So.
Yeah.
And they did.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not discounting the
Steph,
victory.
They had Jordan Poole. They had Andrew Wiggins.
Did he play in the finals last year? Klay,
yeah.
Yeah.
He did.
Yes.
Okay.
And the Pistons went out there and they took care of business. It was a good team win. It was a good win for these young guys to instill confidence with them and say, hey, we can hang with guys like that. We can go out there and play against a Steph Curry and be able to have that confidence early. So it was fun. It was fun to see, fun to watch, and I'm happy for them.
Sus, did you watch the game last night?
I did, and it was better than the Rico Hines tape. It definitely was.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was, speaking of nightmares.
Yeah. But no, I thought it was a great game. I mean, pretty easy things to say. Great team effort. Stu looked impressive. All of these things are what you're going to see in spurts throughout the season. You're going to see good games from Stu. You're going to see good games from Bay, Ivy, Cade, Duran, all of the young guys. You're just not going to see the consistency that it takes to win at the NBA level. And the Pistons, beating the Warriors is a great win. Don't get me wrong, but it is regular season for the Warriors, and that's different than it is for the Pistons. So like there are those things, but that being said, there's nothing but positivity.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I wanted to by the way, first and foremost, I do want to I'm just grateful as a Pistons fan. I was downtown last night and used to be we were just so bad for so long, and we had no superstars even for so long that when you go to Little Caesars Arena or even the Palace at a certain point, fans were there for the other team, and that always annoyed me. This is Detroit, especially against the Toronto games. That was a home game for the Toronto Raptors, but now fans are there for us, and I shouldn't be saying us, but they're there for the Pistons. They're there for Jaden Ivey. They're there for Cade Cunningham, Jalen Duran, which I do want to ask what's going on with that because I know he got hurt. I don't know if it's an ankle injury or whatever. Sus, actually, do you have an update on that by chance? Or
I don't, but I'll keep looking. The one thing I wanted to say to build off your point quickly before I toss it back to you is that it's exciting, and I know it's exciting because I wanted you to see that comment. But I'm excited because people that normally don't care about the Pistons are texting me about the Pistons, asking me about the Pistons, saying, hey, let's go to a game. Those are things that those people did not care about the Pistons ever, and now they're starting to get excited. So that's the coolest part to see, is that the casual people are coming in.
Yeah, Jalen Duran, it's just an ankle sprain.
Yeah.
So nothing too bad. So he'll be fine. But yeah, I agree. These young players, this young core, young nucleus, whatever you want to call it, that the Pistons and Troy Weaver are building is fun to watch.
Yes.
You have the guy that is a masterclass, very skilled, very fantastic player in Cade Cunningham. You put a couple of athletic freaks around him in Jaden Ivey and Jalen Duran, and those young guys are going to build together.
Yeah.
They're going to keep getting better together. They're on the same trajectory, and they're all right around the same age. They all seem bought in.
Yes.
To not only the city and the culture, but to what they're trying to do as a team. And it's fun to watch these young cats go out there and ball.
Yeah, that's the one, comment. When people say Jaden Ivey was the right pick, I can't necessarily argue because, he genuinely loves the city of Detroit. He wanted to play for the Detroit Pistons. And, when have we ever had a prospect, desire to play for the Detroit Pistons? Outside of, when we were winning championships, obviously. But, that's just...
Devin Booker.
You love this.
That hurt.
That hurt. That did hurt. Oh, that hurt. I feel it in my chest. All right. I'll recant that statement.
No, but I mean, it's still true. That's just one of the only.
Yeah. But
that sucks.
I know. Well, I didn't have to bring that up. Bro.
I did not mean to kill the room like that. That's
I guess
my
I'll
bad.
kill another vibe.
Yeah.
Detroit Pistons beat the Golden State Warriors when they set the record that one year too, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, 73-9.
Yeah.
I was at that game. It was Ben Wallace's jersey retirement
too.
So
it's but I mean, I still feel that it's good for the Pistons young core to because they're still going against Stephen Curry. I believe did Cade have a block on him last night before that Jaden Ivey dunk?
Yes.
I thought it was him. I couldn't tell because I was in line at that point.
100%.
But nonetheless, it's still good for them because, like, as you said, the Pistons, the young core, they are bought in. They are out there competing their best against Stephen Curry. And if you will, actually, Sus, there's a graphic in there of Jaden Ivey. And this is a beautiful moment, too, going back to, like, a guy that wants to actually play for the Detroit Pistons.
This was cool. I didn't catch this, so I'm glad you brought this.
Here's Jaden Ivey as a youth. I don't know what age he is in this photo, but he's in this Detroit Pistons gear. Obviously, he's at the Pistons game, meeting his idol Steph Curry, to then dapping him up after the game in the Pistons uniform because he plays for the Pistons.
Getting buckets.
He beat Steph Curry.
And he beat Steph Curry. He tried giving it to him at one point too. He tried putting Steph on a highlight. That was, but you love to see that.
Yeah.
Even if you can't get it done, he has the capabilities to get it done, and like. Those are like those moments they give you, right? Like Jordan getting crossed up by AI, and just Jason Tatum dunking over LeBron. Like those type of moments, like you got to shoot your shot.
Yeah,
you know
for sure.
You know, and I respect that.
King, you best not miss.
That's right.
100%.
Come for the crown, don't miss.
100%. No, I think that was dope to see last night. And nonetheless, if the Warriors milled it in, like I know some people are commenting, the young core bought into it. They said, damn, we went out there, we beat the Warriors. Hey, our hometown fans are here cheering for us out there in that court. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's coming,
It's
guys.
exciting. It's
going
good
to
for
take some
the
time,
city.
but that one more than any, the Lions for sure, that one's coming.
Yes. That one you can already see the results.
Paint the 30 for 30? Say it.
No.
Say it.
What?
Jaden Ivey just loved the Pistons. He grew up as a Pistons fan.
You can see already the fruits of the labor with the drafting. You see the nucleus they're building. You see the direction they're going. And the Pistons are very exciting. They're going to be very fun to watch all year. And I can't wait for them to start growing up into actual, legitimate NBA stars.
Yeah.
Because we got a couple of them on the roster.
We do have a couple of them on the roster. Speaking of the guys that aren't young, and maybe I could save this for the next topic because we're getting pretty close to a break, but I do want to talk about that Bojan extension.
Got to.
Bogdanovic.
The extension for the extendo clip himself, Bojan Bogdanovic.
Dude's shooting 50% from three this year.
Still early in the year, but that's still crazy.
Yeah, he's got the most made threes in the NBA.
Does he really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow. By the way, too, actually, to the Pistons win, Sadiq showed up.
Sadiq did show up.
And I feel like that's been the missing piece of
the leading scorer.
Did he?
Yeah, 28 points, 4-9 from 3, 6 rebounds, 3 assists.
Because there's been games where he literally only put up like 5 shots, and like in my opinion, like he's been the missing piece. We saw him get active, get aggressive in the last game, and guess what? We beat the defending
dividends
champions of the NBA.
For sure, you love to see it. And something else you like to see is a box full of meat on your front porch.
The butcher come.
And the way you get that is the butchery, because the official meat supplier of Woodward Sports is the butchery. Call 248-682-COWS. Yes, that's 248-682-COWS. Or move on over and order online at thebutcherysl.com. Shipping included for Woodward Sports customers. The Butchery, meats, eats, and treats. Sandwiches to die for. Wagyu meats and artisan breads inspired by the legend, Chef Dave. Only the best for our meat-loving customers. An old-school butcher shop from a new-school perspective. So give them a call. Again, 248-682-COWS.
Woodward Sports is giving you another chance to sit front row, this time at the Detroit versus Green Bay game. Think you have the best Dan Campbell impression?
Woodward Sports, let's go.
Can you say man with the best of them?
I got it. Here's what I need, man. I need you to trust me. I swear to God, I'm not a lunatic. I swear to you.
Can you say, let's go for it on 4th down?
Man, I got a plan, I swear to you. All I think about is you guys. That's all I think about, man.
Are you a master motivator?
That's all I think about is you guys.
Show us in a video. Record your best Dan Campbell impression and post the video on Twitter or Instagram using hashtag Woodward Front Row. We'll select the best 3 impersonations of Motor City Dan Campbell and send you and a guest front row. So knock the dust off the old sweatpants, light some kneecaps, and enter today. And as always, go Lions, man.
I just need you to trust me. That's all. Please.
I don't care if I got 1 toe, 2 butt cheeks, and a rock.
Life is full of hard choices. We're here to make one of life's biggest decisions as simple as possible. My name is Christina Gennari, and for over 20 years, I've helped hundreds of families buy and sell homes. We cover all of Metro Detroit and more, from large luxury homes to starter homes. We will work hard to make sure that you get the home of your dreams. So if you're in the market today or even thinking about buying or selling in the future, make the obvious choice. Christina Gennari, the obvious choice in real estate. Visit us at soldchristina.com today.
Get a shot up. This is for the win.
All of Detroit's sports teams live on Woodward. All of Detroit's sports coverage lives on Woodward Sports. Driving the best in Detroit sports coverage.
Guys, I tell you this time and time over again, Swiss Insurance is where it's at. If you're on...
Just read the sheet, bro.
Homeowners Association Board, youth sports board, or volunteer coach, directors and officers insurance is a must. Make sure the kids and parents and volunteers are protected. Call Swiss Insurance today.
If you're on drugs like me,
I didn't have the sheet.
I know.
Guys, just if you're what up though, welcome back.
Milk
question mark. Swiss question mark. Yo, that could be their campaign. Got Swiss.
Stop.
That's a thing. What do you mean? What up though, welcome back to Woodward Heavyweights live at WoodwardSports.com.
It was crazy. He really forgot the got milk.
He forgot the got in got milk. He tried to. Yeah, I still remember that one from elementary school. Milk question mark.
What just got me was like hungry for apples.
Hungry for apples. Have you seen that?
Yeah. Rick and Morty.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
That's one of the greatest shows of all
that
time,
show.
in my opinion. But welcome back to Woodward Heavyweights live on WoodwardSports.com. We're rocking along on Halloween. Happy birthday to my son Bryson. Turns
Happy
3
birthday,
today.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
You may think I'm a POS, so not celebrating with him and going trick or treating. But when I asked him, I told him you were 3 this morning. He said, "No, I'm Bryson." So I'm like, you don't even know what a birthday is. Idiot. No, I'm just kidding. Joke. I love my son. My son saved my life, I swear. But talking Detroit Pistons. I said before, the extension clip got the extension himself, Bojan Bogdanovic.
Yes.
Some people, I think actually, Sean was the one who tweeted out, said he's been saved from being trade bait now. But
Yeah,
you actually
look at this. There's one particular sentence.
Yeah. Here are the cap hits for Bojan Bogdanovic's extension in Detroit, 2023 through 24. It's $20 million. 24 through 25 is $19.03 million, but only $2 million is guaranteed in the second year. The full amount becomes fully protected the late June of 2024. There are no trade restrictions on the extension. So the Pistons are definitely trading him before June 2024.
Yes.
1,000%.
Yeah.
1,000%.
Yeah, because the last year, $2 million. I mean,
$2 million is guaranteed in the second year. The full amount becomes fully protected in late June 2024. Expect him to be traded in April.
Yeah, I'm not mad at it.
April 2024.
I like both scenarios. You know what I'm saying? Like we get to keep him, continue to develop the team like along with him. He continues to be an elite perimeter shooter, and he's still a trade option. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that makes him less of a trade option at all. What are you laughing? What are you giggling about?
Nothing. I King Horse is a savage.
Oh man. Oh, I see it. I actually have a funny story, but I'll tell you after.
All right. But yeah, no, I like it. You lock him down for at least another year, and then you give yourself flexibility where a team can see that and be like, oh, he's on deal for cheap. He's got that year guaranteed on his deal, and you can get a first rounder for him.
Yeah.
So I'm cool with it. Very cool with it.
Yeah. Sus?
Yeah, I love it for the flexibility option because now Troy Weaver isn't forced into trading him this February. Like Troy Weaver can now say, no, you know what? I don't like these offers like he did with Jeremy Grant. Remember, people were saying, oh my God, why did you hold on to Jeremy Grant too long? Troy's like, no, trust me. I got this. I got more leverage now because now I can give them to you for 2 years and it'll cost more, or we can wait and when you're ready to talk, we can talk. So that's what Troy did. That was a great move. Once again, an apex predator as a GM. He's a beast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes moves, is very, very, very smart at everything he does. Every move he makes is calculated, and this is one of those. This is right lockstep with the development of his young players to free up some cap space, to free up a position available to go out there. I King Horse is on fire in the Woodward Sports chat.
I got smoke for him in the final segment.
No. Well, I mean, I don't care. I said until John's going to take Suss's spot.
Yeah.
Like King Horse says, you can't trade a great shooter. Why you can't trade Suss?
Don't come to school.
Yo, chill.
Chill, man.
No, I'm happy for it too because like if we do, I'm not saying we're gonna contend, but like if we get there in the playoffs and like you're gonna need like that piece too. You know what I'm saying? So it works out both ways. Definitely still like a trade asset and man, Troy Weaver. If I'm power ranking general managers in the NBA,
he's up there.
He's my top 5
for sure.
Honest guy, he's in my top 5.
He's up there.
Yeah, without a doubt. Like
I gotta find that poll that we had.
Yeah,
that was,
that one was wild.
Yeah.
I would love to show you that. By the way,
yeah, he was like, or
they had him tied with the New York Knicks, the same team he fleeced for Jalen Duren twice. Exactly. Like, come on.
And Jalen Duren is out tonight. He has a left ankle sprain, so he won't. So expect Nerlens Noel minutes. They're breaking emergency because of glass. So I'm excited to see them go out there. You get it? Breaking emergency because of glass?
Yeah, no.
He's got a glass ankle.
No, don't call it a glass ankle because we don't want that to be a glass ankle. I'm not gonna do it. But no, yeah, Troy Weaver though for me top 5. The only person I put up over him is my man in OKC.
Sam Presti.
Sam Presti.
Yeah.
And Danny Ainge.
is up there too.
Danny Ainge 1 because he actually has a chip.
Yeah.
Presti 2.
Presti just buys himself time. Like, let's be real. I'm not saying he's not a good GM, but he just is so smart at continuously buying himself time. It's just like whenever they're ready to get good, he's
kicks
like,
the can down the road.
But wait.
Yeah. We'll trade SGA for 3 first-round picks.
Well, here's his
trust
genius,
me, that's
though.
coming.
Oh, for sure.
He's in a small market too, though.
Yeah.
I'm saying to continue that run with OKC, to have lost Kevin Durant, to have lost James Harden, to have lost now Russell Westbrook. You know what I'm saying? It's still like continue like hope. Like, no, he's for sure.
Sam Presti's sitting on his farm in Oklahoma like, in 2027, we will have 8 first-round picks.
he's in he's on a throne made of hay. He's like petting a cow.
Yeah.
Oklahoma.
This cheese tastes wrong.
Yeah, I'd say Danny Ainge, Presti. Is there anybody else you put over them?
Pat Riley. But
is he still? Yeah, he is. Yeah. I'm being
Jerry
Pat
West.
Riley.
Jerry West is up there too.
Is he like a GM though, or is he just like an office guy?
I don't know. He makes moves though. He calls
Just
the
a big
shots.
moral guy.
RC Buford's still in San Antonio, right?
Yeah.
So you gotta throw him.
Yeah.
Off
so he's
off
top
legacy.
10. He's top 10.
Yeah.
Who's the Warriors?
Jerry West.
GM?
He just walks around.
Bob
doing high
Myers.
fives.
Bob
Myers.
I always forget the Warriors.
Ooh,
GMs there.
yeah, top 10.
Bob
All
Myers
can't
up
put him
there
over
for
there, guys. Hashtag F that water.
Bob Myers is probably top 3.
Yeah,
for
sure.
Built a dynasty,
Yes,
literally.
Yeah. So you know it was Ainge or Myers 1?
I'm putting Bob
is
Myers
one.
over Ainge.
Yeah,
Because he has more rings.
Yeah, for sure.
Myers. Did he draft Steph? Was he there? Or did he inherit Steph? I feel like he inherited him. I could be wrong. We could look it up. Or someone look it up.
I mean, he still turned Steph into multiple time
For sure.
champion.
And he still lost KD. Then yeah, exactly.
And then still
won another championship.
Yeah, so I would go Myers.
He was
Ainge.
named in 2012.
Myers.
So
Curry was 09 draft.
He inherited Steph.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Myers, Buford. Well, no, because Buford has 5, right?
Yeah.
Because how long he been with?
I don't know if he's been there the whole tenure, but I know he's been there since peak San Antonio. So
I feel like him and Pop are kind of like more collaborative. Too.
Yeah.
Pop definitely has a big hand in it.
So like, does that discount? Like, are you not going to Buford down a couple notches from that? Or?
No, he's still up there.
Yeah.
But he's not better than Bob Myers or Danny Ainge. Is
But he has. We'll check his tenure real quick if you don't mind. Because if he's there for all 5, because Pop's got 5, correct?
Yeah.
That he's won. Just off numbers.
R.C. Buford was named general manager in 2002.
So no.
So not all of them, but
4. So he's tied.
Yeah.
But he's been with the team for 29
Myers, Buford.
That's crazy. Been with the team for almost
Ainge,
30 years.
Presti. And our guy, Troy. Trader Troy.
I think.
I see Sean Marks in the chat.
Yeah, Sean Marks is up there. Pat Riley.
I don't know about that.
Oh, yeah, I forgot Pat, too.
Pat Riley's
Who's
up there.
Sean Marks? What did he do?
Sean Marks is the Nets GM. And to me, the reason he's not up there is because he really, if you look at it, he built a frisky Brooklyn team, but he hasn't been able to turn it into a contender.
Yeah, KD decided to go. KD and Kyrie collectively wanted to go to New York, and it wasn't the Knicks. So I ain't giving Sean Marks credit for that.
I mean,
or maybe for
he's not
scaring
terrible.
him away.
I'm just saying he's not top tier.
Listen, Sean Marks, you're the best. Just give us KD, bro.
Mid.
Shut up.
Just give the Pistons KD, fam.
So, Planet Fitness. Planet Fitness is the home of the judgment-free zone, where you can work out in a non-intimidating, judgment-free atmosphere. The gym that has always been known for being clean is now cleaner than ever. It has tons of equipment, a full-body workout in just 30 minutes on the 30-minute circuit, and all memberships include fitness training. You get all of that for just $10 a month. Join in club or online at planetfitness.com. It's Planet Fitness, where your fitness is essential.
Make sure you download the Woodward Sports app in the App Store and the Google Play Store today. Take Woodward Sports with you wherever you go and listen live on your phone or mobile device.
At work and at home, we're there with smarter security solutions. Featuring complete automation with customized alerts and more. For over 90 years, we've been the company that's been counted on to protect what matters most, all with personalized service and care. Right now, for a limited time, receive a free video device plus free installation with a new home system. Guardian Alarm. We protect Michigan.
When you need apparel, there's only one place to go. Big Frog in Novi. With no setup fees, no artwork fees, no minimum, and a 24-hour turnaround, you can have your whole team outfitted in no time. Embroidery, direct-to-garment, vinyl, and screen printing, Big Frog has it all in all the styles you want. So whether it's a sports team, fundraiser, school event, or corporate needs, Big Frog is your one-stop destination. Visit bigfrog.com/Novi or call 844-4-BIG-FROG.
Woodward Avenue, the first paved road in America. Woodward Sports, the first sports network born in Detroit and made for Detroit.
At Alta.
Uptime.
Madness. Alta Equipment has everything you need to get the job done. You got a ball project coming up? Alta has you covered. Make sure you give them a call today, 844-GO-TO-ALTA. Again, that's 844-GO-TO-ALTA. Alta Equipment, where?
Uptime.
Madness. Dirty mother sucker. What up, though? Welcome back to Woodward Everybody's live WoodwardSports.com. I'm your boy Easy, joined by my man Spinball Rex.
I'm the wiener.
We got JB Smooth in the sound booth, and we have what is currently known as Young Sus in the TD booth. However, he's
formerly known as
he's on a campaign to change his nickname.
Look at this video, guys. Just look at this.
See, this is why you're sus.
Wow. Dude. Whoa. I don't know if we can show that.
Oh my
get
God.
us taken down for violence, animal cruelty. Why was what?
That didn't even correlate with anything we were talking about.
What?
I told you I had a video of a duck and a horse. I was like, you guys want to see it?
You're not. Your nickname remains. I was just gonna open this segment to give you a chance to change your nickname.
Yeah.
And then you pull that.
You're keeping the nickname.
Young Sus it is. But I am open to hearing alternatives.
Talk about Halloween candy?
Sure, Neil.
You wrote it in the prep.
No, we talk about everything. But I'm saying I'm open to hearing.
Dude writes something down in the prep and then tries to yell at me for it. Screw you, man.
Spencer, I put random stuff in the prep every day. I put freaking strength.
I hate you.
Strength when I spell strength.
You literally put BS Halloween candies.
Yeah, just BS. Is it okay to miss a birthday or some other shit?
I hate you.
I just say stuff.
Yeah, because you're a big dumb idiot. Milk? Question mark.
Dude.
I'm just saying I'm open to nicknames, new nicknames for Sus. Put them in the comment in the chat so we can laugh at them. Other than that, yeah, Spinny, go on your Halloween candy rant.
I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Suit. I'm clipping you to say no. I don't want to talk about it anymore.
I don't want to talk about it anymore. No.
If you guys haven't already, please make sure you hit the like button. Go ahead.
Well, I don't have a rant. You're the one who wrote it down.
You were so excited to get to it.
Because that's what's written down here. What else do you want to talk about?
So I was talking about something, and you're like, candies, Halloween candies?
Okay, yeah, bring it up.
You were so excited to talk about it. I want to hear what you had to say. You clearly had something to say.
I didn't know what we were going to talk about, so I brought up what was written down on the sheet.
I was quite literally in the middle of talking about something.
About Sus's nickname?
Yeah, a new nickname for Sus.
Okay.
We got the Woodward Sports chat.
Do we got it going?
I mean, Mikey G isn't here. We need him here for sure. Let's talk about the Rebels. Rebels play tonight? Oh, my.
Yes, the Red Wings do play tonight.
Designated Red Wings guy on
Yeah,
the
they
show.
play tonight. They played Buffalo. I don't know who's in that though.
Wow, bro.
I don't know if it's.
You're disappointing our white listeners.
Yikes, man. Sorry, guys. Sorry I disappointed you. No, I don't know who's in net tonight. Hopefully it's Husso, but they should beat Buffalo. Buffalo's playing well this year, but they're still a bad team.
I'm looking for nicknames for Sus. Applesauce for Young Sus. Great video. What? What are you talking about?
Applause. It says applause, you idiot. Dude, this guy's got dementia. Applesauce.
How did he forget half of
it? It says applause. Now you're saying milk question mark.
You know
forgot half of a two-word phrase.
ADD doesn't mean you can't read.
Yes, we literally mix letters up.
No.
Yes.
That's not what ADD is.
How are you telling me? I have ADD.
Isn't what's that called?
No, that's dyslexia.
Yes,
dyslexia.
Yeah, it's the same shit.
No, it's not. It is completely different.
I'm hitting Google right now.
Attention deficit disorder is what ADD stands for. Dyslexia is a completely different thing.
Yeah, it doesn't stand for dyslexia.
How is it treated?
Dyslexia.
Is it treated both the same way?
I don't know. Probably. They probably throw drugs at your kid and tell them to feel better. That's how they treat most diseases.
That's true.
How do you even spell that one? Dyslexia.
I ain't the one to do it.
If you can't spell it, you got it.
Yeah, I don't know. You probably can't see your keyboard straight, so just take a shot in the dark.
You just press this R right here. Dyslexia is a learning disorder that can make it hard for you to process written and spoken language. Oh, ADHD. I typed in ADD. Is ADD not a thing? Is it just ADHD?
ADD is attention deficit disorder. ADHD is attention deficit hyperactive disorder.
Well, Google's failing me right now.
ADD and ADHD are, you have a hard time focusing on things. You're distracted easily, which you are, but they're not. It's not just dyslexia. You can't just group them all together.
Just not read and be like ADD.
Hold on, I just want to make sure.
The Way fan in the Woodward Sports chat said, "I weep for the future."
I mean, I feel like that's not they're not too far off the confused.
They're pretty. Yeah, they are.
Not really. I don't think so. I feel like they're commonly.
I don't think so. That's the first time I've heard it.
Well, yeah, I mean, they're not common conversations either, though. How commonly are you comparing the two?
I mean, I've never heard somebody say, "Yeah, I got ADHD" when they're dyslexic. If they're dyslexic, they know what that is.
The only question I guess I do have, and I know we don't have doctors in the chat, but does Adderall treat both, or just the one?
I don't know. Like I said, doctors just throw a bunch of pills at your kid, and whatever he catches in his mouth is what he's taking.
What do I look like?
Hey, yo, chill. That's not the Vatican here, bro.
The Vatican. Off the rails right now. So, Sauce's nickname. We're going applesauce. Huh?
I tried going Sauce's nickname. You went everywhere. Applesauce. Yeah.
Applesauce in a dish.
If I was like a news guy.
Didn't that start with bubblegum, though?
Reading a prompt. What? Yeah.
I'm Ron Burgundy?
I'm Ron Burgundy. Yeah, I've been like...
Go! He's out of San Diego.
The audience of applesauces.
The audience applesauces.
Dyslexic is reading it backwards. No public schools.
It's not necessarily backwards. They just get...
Yeah, jumbled up.
It's jumbled
Einstein
up,
had dyslexia. A lot of peeps got AD. No, I'm playing. It means ADD. Adderall is for ADHD. Adderall treats ADHD alone. Applesauce, says Go Blue. No new nicknames for you, though, Sus.
Yeah.
Just letting you know.
It's coming.
I don't know, dude.
What's coming, bro?
Plotting
No, just a new nickname. It's not that deep.
Or you reported us to...
No, it's not that deep.
He told his mom's going to call in again. Stop calling him Sus.
He doesn't like it.
No. I told her not to do that. I told her, Mom, let me fight my own battles. So here I am fighting my own battles.
He's got a mixtape dropping where he's going to call him by his rap name.
The AR.
Chill, bro.
What
Jesus
do you have,
Christ.
do you have any nicknames in place of it?
No.
You can't. You can't do that.
I can't. I know I can't come up with the nickname. I'm just saying this nickname has run its course, and I'll always be Young Sus to a bunch of people.
It's
and I
either
love
Sus
that,
or Chrissy Longfingers.
No, Chrissy Longfingers is awful.
No, it's got it. it's got to change. But that's all.
You're young sus for that.
Chrissy Long.
Yeah. Like you need young sus. You know what I'm saying?
That'll do it for
The
today.
syllables
We
matter.
appreciate you guys tapping in and watching us on WoodwardSports.com. You know where we are, WoodwardSports.com. You know when we are, 5 to 7 Monday through Friday. And you know who we are. Speak Easy, the one and only sitting next to me. We got Young Sus Applesauce.
Easy's doing it because it's so only.
And our boy JB on the ones and twos. I am Spencer Raxter. We are the Woodward Heavyweights. Happy Halloween, and we will see you all tomorrow. Peace. Applesauce.